Hello, my lovelies. Welcome once again to another cheeky watch along. Morocco versus Spain is the order of the day in another round of 16 matchup in what has so far been a predictable affair in respect of the round of 16. Is this going to be the first upset of the tournament? Let me know what you guys think, or do you foresee another favourite winning another match? You might want to look at it one of two ways. You might want to think, well, I want the favourite to win because it means we're going to have probably an Iberian derby in the quarterfinal, or to think, I want an upset because I want a bit of variety. Morocco, in respect of variety, are the final non-European / non-South America, the final one of those non-European, non-South American team left in the tournament. So if you want variety, you're going to want Morocco to win. If you want a stronger, on paper, matchup, you're going to want Portugal and Spain to win. As I say, an Iberian derby is not to be sniffed at all. In fact, did we get one of the most recent, was it the most recent Euros or World Cup where Ronaldo scored a free kick or a hat-trick? I can't quite recall. It was one of those. I'm sure you guys will correct me on the situation. Hello, Faraz. Hello, Jin. Hello, DR. Jack says force Morocco. Wagwan. Bobbins says Faraz. Lovely. Comfortable Spain win, thinks Jack. Hello, Lucas. How are you? It was the 2018 World Cup. Thank you, guys, for confirming that for me. But yeah, so are we going to have a repeat of that? Are Spain going to smack up Morocco, as young William has predicted in the Discord server, who I believe got slandered for saying that Morocco are, I can't remember what he said exactly. I believe he said they're bad, basically. Will he be proven right or wrong today? Hopefully Morocco can put up a fight, and I don't even know what I want. I guess from an England perspective, because I'm sort of hoping that England beat France, I think that on paper, Spain are a harder team than Portugal. So I guess from that perspective, I want Morocco to win. But from an entertainment perspective, I probably want it to be Spain-Portugal in the quarters. Hello, DR, mate. You're in the Twitch now, lovely. You won £6 yesterday in bets. What a win, Jin. That pays for a whole month of Noblet. We love that, Jim. We love that. And Lucas is lurking. No worries at all, mate. They aren't bad, but Spain are different. Gravy. Farah says, General Nobbins, would you ever visit the Caribbean? Of course I would, Farah. I would love to. In fact, I am next year because Mrs. Nobbins' grandparents are very kindly doing a big... they've got like a huge anniversary event, so they've been like saving up for ages. So as a huge treat, they are going to be treating us to a cruise, which I've never been on a boat like that before, and we'll be going to America, and the cruise will be in and around the Caribbean. I don't know specifically the ports of call, but I will actually be going to the Caribbean, Farah, so absolutely, and I would like to visit it in any event because it looks very nice. I've never been on one, Jack, so I couldn't possibly tell you. Hopefully it's gonna be nice. Hello, Zach, mate. How you doing? Speaking of Zach, there you are. Look at you. There you are. Of that. It's very lovely, Jin, and you know, I wanted to come across more as how lovely they are for funding it, rather than me trying to brag that I'm going. But like, I obviously couldn't afford it myself. I couldn't afford to go to America or go on a cruise, but they're like paying for it, which is very lovely. Very lovely indeed. There's a challenge between me and Will. Yes, Mo, I've seen that. We were just talking about it before you came on. Will be proven right or wrong. You bet 2-0, so it better come in. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a tight affair. I think it's only a huge, as we saw yesterday. It's in this stage of the competition. It's only going to be a huge gap in scoreline, if there's a monumental gap in respect to quality. Whilst I do think there is a big gap between Spain and Morocco in terms of quality, I don't think it's as big as, say, Brazil to South Korea. So I actually think it's going to be a relatively tight affair. I'm going to go 2-1 to Spain, because I do think Spain will just have too much quality overall. As I say, I was umming and ahhing about who I prefer to win, but I don't actually really mind. I just like a nice game. I'd like a nice match, to be honest. I'd like a fun game. Here comes Spain and Morocco. And you said 2-1. I've just copied your jacket. Sorry about that. And Zach says, I think 2-0 Spain. And Zach's a Morocco fan, by the way. I think 2-0 Spain, but this is one prediction I desperately hope to get wrong. And DR thinks Portugal are better than Spain. You worked in a cruise terminal. Ah, interesting, Jack. Olmo and Torres. This could be a battle of midfields. Lock down the midfield and you win. The midfield in general is where football matches won and lost. Why we're not doing a double stream today? Just because I'm not. Yeah, mate. Just because I'm not. A favourite goal of the tournament so far. Oh, favourite, not best. My favourite goal is probably... my favorite, it's probably one that came in the Senegal game. If you're asking me what my favorite goal is, not what I think the best goal has been, and I'd probably go for the one where Bellingham runs through midfield on a counter attack, and then plays in Foden, who plays in Kane, who then delivers the goal. That's probably been my favorite goal. Yours is the career goal from last night, says Jack. And Ziyech is not singing, but he's embracing the moment. Keep an eye on Amberet, says Faraz. Oh no, Zach, I know you are Moroccan, but you're also a Moroccan fan. Boufal ball. Brilliant. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the lineups today. Spain, there is no Carvajal at right back, which... I'm not really sure why. He's on the bench, but he's not playing. So Llorente's a right back instead, which does intrigue me. It's still that very odd centre-half pairing of Rodri, Laporte, which shouldn't work, and yet it sort of has been so far. But I do still think that's something that can be exploited. Alba is still playing, and midfield is as you'd expect with Gavi, Busquets, Pedri. And again, the front three, which will interchange in respect of who goes centrally, etc., etc. It's Amrabat. Oh, sorry. I just got the name wrong. What the hell? I just misread what Faraz read out, guys. No, don't be mean. And there is Amrabat, which I have correctly spelt, by the way. And yeah, their star players are obviously Hakimi and Ziyech on that right-hand side. So Alba will have a lot of work to do. I'm imagining that Morocco will try to look to overload their right-hand side. So it does mean that Busquets obviously will have lots of defensive work. Alba as well, and maybe even Pedri might have to be given some. Busquets is that deadpan stare, dearie me. The Spain's anthems have no words. I mean, maybe. No one seems to be singing. Maybe it is just audio. Or an orchestral thing. We're doing a three-way knobcoin bet, hashtag halal activities. I guess that explains why none of them were singing. There we go. Good to know. Is it the Brazil anthem, which also doesn't have words? Or there's another anthem which doesn't have words. No, that's quite a big footballing nation. Let me know which one that is, or have I just made that up? Jack thinks it's going to be a 2-1 win. Hello, Jack, who's just woken up. Chat, don't boo the anthems. But Jack, okay, I know. Okay, you boo the anthems because you're jealous of them. Are you jealous of Spain's, which doesn't have any words? Jack, hello, JH plays. Roger Laporte is clear of Puyol PK. But Jack, as I say, do you want to boo Spain's? It doesn't even have any words. Yeah, it's just an orchestral piece. There you go. It's a thing. And Jin says the Spain midfield has a lovely balance. Go grab a red shirt, says Max. Spain has a cool beat, fair play. You went for a 2-1 Spain win after extra time. These guys will probably beat us, but it's not a good look being beaten by a team managed by a Twitch stream. That's quite funny that he's done that. I rate that very highly that he's done that. You know, just gives an insight into his tactics or whatever his reasoning is. Oh, excuse me. In terms of the bench, I'd be lying to you if I told you much about the options Morocco have on the bench, so I'm not sure if that's going to be that helpful. And for Spain, Morata has been used more as an impact player and has actually scored a fair few goals doing that. There's also Ansu Fati, my man, Nico Williams on the bench, Asakoke, Aspilicueta, I mentioned him before, Carvajal. And for whatever reason, Eric Garcia has somehow made the squad, even though he's not good at football. He's really not a good footballer, chaps. Max says not supporting Morocco is haram today. Scott Carson better than any other goalkeeper in world football. As you can see, they're all in 2022. Look, there are levels to this game. This is why my goat is clear of yours. In his profile picture, Rodri looks like he's got 0 eyebrows, and it's terrifying. Don't like that from Rodri. If you could please grow some features in your profile pic, that'd be lovely. There are the Spain fans who, even though they lost to Japan, can be optimistic about their chances in this World Cup. On paper, I think they should be getting to the semi-finals based on what has transpired so far at this World Cup. If we win today, it would be the best World Cup achievement in Moroccan history. It would also be equaling the best African World Cup achievement ever. Yes, and I believe that was done by Ghana. Well, certainly equaled by Ghana in 2010. I don't know if... Oh, no, it must have been because... No, wait. Who did England play in 1990? Oh, no, it's Cameroon quarterfinals. Yeah, so teams have done it before Ghana. But never has a team reached a semi-final for Africa. Spain are playing in their sort of weird blue. Don't like that. Bring back the white kits. Not a fan of that. It's an Arab country playing at these twats and showing it on free TV. And there we go. We have kicked off. We have kicked off. Huge game for Morocco. And huge boos. A big, a strong Moroccan presence in the stadium, it appears. They will be hoping they can boo and cheer their team to victory. Of course you don't, Jack, you fraudster. It is sort of... Yeah, it's light blue, yeah. Okay, Jin, yeah, if your dates doesn't mind sharing, then absolutely. Oh, right, okay, so Diaz redeemed the suit. Right, I've got to do this, boys. Watch this. Watch this. Mrs. obviously be like, what is he doing? All right, get ready. Right, I'm going to do the run-up. Here he goes. I'm going to, run around there. Right, here we go. Right, I've just scored a goal, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, no, I'm gonna run there and do a reverse, and then yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna run there, run back, do the suit. Here we go. This is gonna be brilliant. Just scored a goal. Oh, I'm buzzing. There we go. That was good. That was a good one. That was a good one. Good jump. Didn't break the floor, and got the deep there. I'm happy with that. Whoa, Jack, less of that. Mo, why do you... Why do you do this to me, Mo? Oh, thank you. Mo, what do you want from... Well, Mo, what do you think a spectrum is, mate? That's my question to you. What do you reckon a spectrum is? I'll see if you can figure that one out. Yeah, Jin, tell me a story and rate the Sue. I can't trust Mo's judgment because he's a fucker. Brilliant. That was a good Sue. Thank you, DR. Yeah, exactly, Mo. And what do you think a spectrum is, mate? What do you think a spectrum is? Let me know. A spectrum is a timeline. Only okay. Jin, I want to hear this story. I want to hear this story. Come on now. Let me know. Da 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 da. And this is probably what we're going to see. Mo's IQ is higher than yours. I don't think so. I don't think Mo knows what a spectrum is. I'm still waiting. It's not good enough. I want quick. I want quick stories. Hello, Rishan. How you doing? No, I'm not going to leave Jin alone. Jin's my boy. You're in the fourth qualifying round with Farnborough and you save. You 1-0. Well done. Thank you, Jin. Thank you. What a man. Probably Googling it, yeah. I don't think Mo understands the foolishness of the statement he just made. Because he doesn't know what a spectrum means, clearly. You're in the FA Cup. Lovely stuff, Jack. Well done. You're doing great, Rishan. Excellent stuff. Let me know what you think the score's going to be, Rishan. Let me know who you support in this match. Rishan, I'm doing great. It's the afternoon. And I get to watch and stream a World Cup match. What a beautiful day. And also, I'm going to have chicken fajitas. Mo, you're so stupid. It's not even funny. Are you okay? You can reckon 3-1 to Spain, Risham? Zachary says, a spectrum is generally a term for measurement of something on a scale from one extreme point to another. Exactly, Zach. And that's exactly why what Mo said doesn't actually make any sense. Because we're all literally objectively on the spectrum. So Mo saying, are you on the spectrum? It's a bit of a foolish thing to say because we literally all are. Here we go. Who am I rooting for this World Cup? England, Rishan. Because I support the England. Right, here we go. This is Jin the Lady Slayer. There we go. But he does it in a nice way. Went to hers. Things got frisky. Brilliant. Things started happening, let's say, before vacation. Her sausage dog came in, jumped on the bed between us, mood completely went, oh no! Oh, Jin. You might say, oh, there's definitely a pun to be made here about sausages. If someone can please, this is an IKEA pun, I'll give you the parts, you make it. Someone please make me a pun about, someone please make me a pun about the sausage dog and Jin's sausage, please, that'd be great. He was going to say that, but apparently the colour spectrum was wrong, even though it's the same thing. Mo, I was just saying that your initial insult was wrong in respect to saying you're on the spectrum, because you are also on the spectrum, you fraud. So you saying, are you sure you're not on the spectrum? You might want to revisit that. It ain't going to come home again, says Rishan. Don't worry, because if it doesn't come home this year, we'll just keep singing it until it does. And even when it does, we'll just keep singing it. It'll happen eventually. Don't you worry about it. That is a huge Elgin. Was it not a recoverable situation? Are Spain ever going to let go of the ball? What is this ball hockey? That is how Spain play. That's what they do. Let's see if I can get some stats for the lads and lasses. And lasses. Not yet, I'm afraid to say. You know, as one sausage entered the room, another retreated. Maybe. You know, as one sausage enters, another retracts, another retreats. Something like that. I don't know. But Jin, it sounds like it's going well, though. Lovely stuff. It sounds like it's going well. Hope you guys both enjoyed yourself. No, Mo. You don't need to make it simple. You need to make it work as an actual sentence. It's not about an issue of simplicity or confusion. It's an issue of what you said wasn't correct. Or the mood you were going for wasn't correct. There was absolutely no way of recovering. We both had to work in about 30... Oh, Jin. So it was a naughty situation. So it was a quick naughty situation as well. Excellent work, though, Jin. The lads are probably watching just for Gavi, says Zachary. I mean, Gavi looks like a baby, though, doesn't he? That'd be a bit weird if they were all looking after him. Should I send you a player later? I don't know what that means, Lucas. I believe that will win, says Jack. Talk about Jin's sausage. Obviously, that's a bit nonsense. God's sake. Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Rashan. Quite easily. I literally can't show you the game, guys. That's illegal. That is called intellectual property law. Jack, don't worry about it. We'll do that. We'll do that more towards the end, I think, Lucas. I don't want the stream to get derailed. No, Jack, I don't think I will. No, that Captain America meme. No, I don't think I will. Spain's king's daughter has a crush on Gavi. Excellent. No, Jin, I do. I literally do. I'm afraid, because there are people that don't understand intellectual property law. And yeah, the Princess of Spain publicly said she fancies him. How old is she? Because how old's Gavi? You know, it might be a little bit sus. I didn't want your Netflix and chill to be derailed, says Jin. Oh, the commentator just said tight feet. I don't think I've ever heard that said in a football game ever. Tight feet. Shows the game. I can't afford to watch it, says Jack. Oh, that might be all right then, if that's the case. That might be I might allow that. But you know, so far Morocco have steadied the ship and they've kept Spain at bay. Spain have had all the ball, not able to do anything with it yet. Morocco trying to play out from the back and Spain just win it back immediately. Probably not going to be the way to beat the Spain team. Gavi about to get Barca's debts absolved by executive order. Well, that's the whole thing with Barcelona, isn't it? Because historically, what was the dictator of Spain called? Was it Franco? If I made that up. He was infamously a Real Madrid fan, and infamously Real Madrid has an association with the Spanish royal family and the Spanish government. Barcelona, on the other hand, is Catalonia, obviously. They want independence, so it's a whole vibe. So it's interesting that the royal family are coming out. I'm trying to make some sort of tenuous link by saying it's interesting that Spanish royalty, normally associated with Real Madrid, fancies a Barcelona player. There's definitely nothing in that, but I'm just trying to make something where there isn't something. And Rishan says it's Argentina and Messi's year. I'd be surprised if Argentina won the whole thing. I don't even know if they're the third best team from what I've seen so far. Yeah, DR. Oh, and here come Morocco. They've won it. Oh, that's a foul, isn't it? There we go. Oh, speaking of Gavi, the little swine, he's committed a foul here. Where is the Spanish princess when you need her? Hello, Josh Bort. I am Team Spain. As Enrique's a streamer now. Excellent stuff, Josh. Good to know. Guy, I'm just giving you some political discourse. I think that means he works at Twitch, DR. I'm working with the England games on, but you aren't streaming it. Officially, I'm not streaming it, Jin. Something might think, to quote what's he called, Fabrizio Gerard Romero, something might be happening here, but that's not confirmed. But as of now, no, I'm not doing a stream of it. I was just giving you some insight. I was giving you some insights into the El Clasico rivalry, and that's one of the reasons why, in addition to all the other ramifications around that match, that's one of the reasons why El Clasico is such a big derby. And here's Hakimi on the free kick. Sorry, it's Ziyech. Oh, sorry, Ziyech and Hakimi. It is going to be Hakimi to strike it. Oh, and it's always going over. Ziyech and Morocco were able to... Sorry, Morocco specifically were able to benefit from free kicks against Belgium, but not able to this time. Simon easily able to deal with that, even if that's on target. Not enough going on. But yeah, this is really interesting, Josh, isn't it? The whole Enrique becoming a streamer on Twitch. I don't know why. It's really funny. Oh, what a ball that is. Speaking of Enrique's team, here's Spain. Alba clips it in, but it's not that dangerous. Morocco quite able to clear it. Who had a better peak, R9 or CR7? I guess you probably have to say CR7 just because Ronaldo's best years were... Oh, God, what's the Morocco keeper doing? You probably have to say his best years were robbed due to injury. So I think the answer is CR7. However, I do think, it's all ifs, buts, and maybes. I do think that if R9 didn't suffer from those, awful injuries, which did detriment him ultimately, and prevented him from reaching his actual ceiling, I do think that R9 probably would be better than CR7, regarded as a better player than CR7. That's my take on it. Robert Mugabe was a great politician, says Jin. What is happening? I believe that YouTube's closest. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. You can go to wherever you want to go. CR7 was in GOAT debates. R9 wasn't. At the time, he was, Zach. And as I say, if he didn't suffer from his numerous injuries, I think he would be in a modern debate. That's for sure. I wasn't even for what you were saying. My England shirt just arrived. Oh! What's that, Jack? What's arrived? Let's hope Morocco and Switzerland win, Jack. Well, do you want that to be the case? Or do you not want to see like a... Nah, Mo, you can shut up. The point being that even with those injuries, Arnhem was still able to achieve a level only bettered by a couple players in the modern era. Being an ex-lawyer, our serial killer documentary is my thing. No. They're very much Mrs. Dobbins' thing. She loves true crime. She listens to the true crime podcasts. She watches all the Netflix stuff. She reads all the murder books. I should probably be worried, shouldn't I? She's so obsessed with like murder and death. Hello, Liam. But no, I've got no desire. No, I've got no desire in any of those things. To be honest, that's just me though. Well, Morocco, and they are overloading Spain's right-hand side as we expected, but it's easy catch by Simon. You put £1 on Switzerland and Morocco, so you get 24 quid back. Well, Jack, for your sake, let's hope that's the case. Does that have to be in the 90 minutes, or can that count penalties, etc.? Zach, I did say it's ifs, buts, and maybes, and the fact remains that even with those injuries, there's only, in the modern era, and there's only 2 players I'd have better than him. YouTube's great. Mrs. Dobbins will be watching a story about you and true crime after I brutally murder you. Brilliant. Also, Jack, your England shirt, you don't like the home or away, so you got the training top. Oh, I don't even know what the training... I don't even know... Is the training top the one that's like blue with like red sort of shades? Do you not ever watch it with her? No, that's just her thing, yeah. Like, so for example, if I'm doing an evening watch along, she will watch that sort of thing. We can't hope that's the case because I have the opposite. Okay, right, well. These bets are conflicting. Who am I supposed to support? It's not Holland, by the way. User 49123. It is the Netherlands. That'd be like calling Germany Bavaria. It's just blue with light blue on the collar. Oh, sounds alright. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the home one. The away one's alright, but I think it's quite a weak England kit based on the lovely kits we've had in the past. Which is why I more prefer the retro stuff, which calls back to those in my opinion better styles. Yeah, Jin, that's just me. What do you think? Do you like true crime and all that stuff? I liked them. I guess it counts. I liked the Madeleine McCann documentary. That was interesting, and that was nice to watch. But apart from that, I'm not really up for it. What's my controversial food opinion? I don't know if it's an opinion, because I'm quite a fussy eater, so... For example, I don't really like pizza, but that's not really an opinion, that's just like an I don't like. It's not like an opinion where I'm like, you shouldn't have pineapple on pizza. I guess my controversial opinion is, you should be, if you like pineapple on pizza, you should be allowed to have it and shouldn't be judged for it. What else? My other controversial opinion is, if you want to make carbonara with cream in it, go for it. If you prefer it, you know, it's not hurting anyone. Go for it. Hello, Will. Yeah, how's uni been? Spain have been dominating all of the ball, yes, but there's not been much in the way of chances either way, to be honest, Will. Not been much in the way of chances from either side. I mean, Spain technically had the shot. Morocco that was just from a free kick, which didn't really do anything. And again, Ninja being good for a couple of seasons versus Tarak doing the same. Shut up, Mo. Oh, wow, Jin, you don't like pizza. Why don't you like pizza, Jin? Burger's clear of pizza, says DR. This has very quickly become a 4-1-4-1 from us. Interesting, says Zach. Morocco are currently deploying a low block, and unsurprisingly, getting everyone behind the ball. Spain being allowed to build up the play, and I imagine Morocco's idea and ultimate end game will be to try to hit Morocco on, hit Spain on the break. We've seen it already. They do overload their right-hand sides. I don't know. I like the ingredients as a whole together, but together not a thing. And you don't like ketchup? Oh, yeah, that is quite out there, because that's a staple condiment. Do you not like tomato? Because that's the thing. I don't like tomatoes, but I do like tomato ketchup, and like I can eat, you know, Heinz baked beans. But like a tomato on its own, I hate that. Hate it. Ketchup's vile, says Drill. But what I will say about ketchup is I've got to have the one that's got like the blue outline, which is the one that's got reduced salt and sugar, because the normal one's too sweet for me. I can't have the green one, like the full fat one. Oh gosh, that was commitment by Gavi. I mean, he's already short, but even he had to stoop then. Garlic, I do like garlic sauce, yeah. Peronaise is good. I like mayonnaise, and I like peronaise, and I like garlic mayonnaise, and I like garlic peronaise. That's all fun. That's all nice and lovely. Ketchup is fake tomato shite. It's so grim. Says Joe. I just don't like tomatoes. Maybe that's why I don't mind ketchup, because it doesn't really taste like tomatoes. Pineapple on pizza is a crime against humanity. Again, for me, if you want to have it, go for it. I would never have it, but that's because I would never have pizza generally. Oh, oh, what a lovely little play by Morocco, and then they just give it away. That's a shame. Oh, but they've won it back. Come on now. Come on now. Hakimi and Ziyech do something interesting. Oh, dribbling play by Ziyech. Plays in Hakimi. Here we go. Alba's got some work to do. And Pedri does. We talked about it before the stream. Before the match, sorry. Pedri does come back and do some defensive work. Yeah, it's called something else, isn't it, Zach? But again, I don't mind if people want to make, their version of carbonara with cream. I can't remember what that's called. It's called something else, though. But again, if you want to do that, I don't mind. Switzerland winning later streamers as well. Nah. You're on course to reach the FA Cup first round for the first time. Well done, Jack. Well done. Smashing it, mate. Ketchup isn't a top 5 condiment, says Jack. No, it's just a standard one, I think. Like, for example, I think there are more interesting ones. Like, I'd rather have like barbecue sauce. I'd rather peronaise. I'd rather like garlic sauce. What other condiments do you guys like? Not a fan of mustard, to be fair. Don't like mustard. No worries, Lucas. You may sound great in CR37's last ever World Cup game. Well, I'm going to be watching it, Will. I just won't be streaming it. Peronaise is close to the top. I do like Peronaise. Anyone seen the rumours Ronaldo isn't starting? Genuinely, they should do that. Was it Mo or was it Gasky or both who said that we're going to see a... Oh, hello! He's absolutely done you, mate! What a ball that is. Llorente got schooled. Oh, Ziyech, I thought he was going to hit that on the volley. Oh, right. Who is that? Who is that who keeps embarrassing... Boufal. Boufal's the one that keeps embarrassing this Spain defense. It was Llorente who just got smoked then. Oh! He broke his ankles. Boufal ball, yeah. Mayonnaise is better than ketchup, but they're still both good. Peronaise and mayonnaise are the top 2. So yeah, so I would prefer, peronaise, mayonnaise, barbecue, garlic sauce. What other condiments are there? I'm just thinking maybe ketchup might be my 5th choice, because I'm not, as I said, I'm not a huge fan of mustard, as an example. And burger sauce, is burger sauce actually an actual condiment, or is it just an amalgamation of, like mustard and ketchup and all that stuff? Is there anything that cheese doesn't go with? Again, Jin, I'm not a huge fan of cheese, unless it's cheese that doesn't taste like cheese. Well done, Laporte, coming over to stop Hakimi. Like, halloumi doesn't actually taste like cheese. Brown sauce, again, I don't like brown sauce. I don't even know what the flavour is. I'm just not a huge fan. Hello, Face Talks. Morocco for an upset today. They've actually been playing all right so far. Again, Boufal has been decent on this left-hand side. You obviously got Hakimi and Ziyech causing issues on Spain's left. Jin, I'm sorry I've let you down. Boufal, an elite baller. Oh, I'd love to see Tarat in this Morocco team. A prime 11-12 Adel Tarat. 2011-12 Adel Tarat. That'd be a sight to see. Brown sauce slaps, says Storks. Oh, Llorente's having a cry here about something. He's not happy. He's holding his thigh. He wanted play out. He wanted play to be stopped. And now it will be stopped because of a Boufal injury. Barbecue sauce, garlic sauce, buffalo chicken sauce. I've never had that. Is hummus a sauce? Hummus is more of a dip, isn't it? Well, it certainly is in this country. Whenever I've seen it served. Tarak performing good at the World Cup. Right, no, Mo. Adel Tarak made Warnock's career. Yeah, that's all. I love Aldo. I loved Adel Tarak. Yeah, hopefully Boufal's okay. Gravy on chips is criminal, says Will. Spag ball, an elite dish. Well, because I don't like tomatoes, Jane, I don't have bolognese. Fran Torres having a chat with Twitch's #1 streamer. We haven't played well played. Right, that's what we need. Yeah, I think they've played fine so far, Morocco. You know, they've been offering a threat on the counter. They've been causing Spain's fullbacks some serious issues, asking them some genuine questions. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right, DR, yeah. Oh, and they've given it away here. This is surely a goal. How? Oh, the flag was up anyway, but how did that not go in the back of the net? Deary me, Gavi, you've got a baby face. You should have scored. Doesn't matter because it was offside, but what happened here? Goalkeeper, it's a nothing ball in between two. He is well offside. I think it's Torres. Oh, it's actually a good save, but he should be scoring it, and it's a good block. It is a good save, but I think Gavi should score. He's wearing the #9. He should score that. But irrelevant, he is offside. Little Gavi. Yeah, Gavi does look very young. Football. All your homies hate Busquets. Why is that, Zach? If you had to get rid of one, what would you get rid of? Full English or Sunday roast? Sunday roast, I think. Look, I don't have anything against a Sunday. I know it's going to upset a lot of people. There are certain elements of a Sunday roast that I really like Yorkshire puddings and pigs in blankets. But I mean, some people don't even have those in their Sunday roast. Some frauds only have that. Oh, Christmas hit side netting. I think a Sunday roast might be heavily, for me anyway, is high key overrated. It takes so long to make. It takes so long to clean up. And I don't think it's worth all that aggravation. I don't think it's worth it. I think given all the effort that goes into making it and all the effort involved in cleaning up, I just don't really get. I don't really get like when Mr. Obs says, "Oh yeah, we're having people around having a Sunday roast." I'm like, oh, okay. Because again, there's certain elements like as I say, Yorkshire puddings, pigs in blankets, they're great. I'm not a huge like roast chicken fan or a turkey fan, so maybe that's why it doesn't do anything for me. But as I say, I think the effort to enjoyment ratio isn't there. I don't know, Jack, mate. I mean, I've told it before. Sunday roast is naughty, says Jane. Whereas a full English, sausages, oh yeah, bacon, yes. Eggs, yes. With dippy toast, yes. In the yolks, 100%. Baked beans, yes. I don't have any black pudding or tomatoes, but that's what we want. I don't like black pudding. Although, to be fair, I don't think actually, I take that back. I don't think I've ever tried black pudding, but I've got no desire to try it. No? No, why would I? Eat steak, save fish and chips, throw popcorn in the bin. Oh, wait, is this a... Oh, here we go. Eat one, save one, throw one in the bin. Popcorn, chicken, steak, fish and chips. Well, we can't throw away fish and chips, and even though I do like KFC popcorn chicken, a beautifully cut medium rare fillet steak is infinitely clear of it. So depends what mood I'm in, but I'm definitely throwing away the popcorn chicken. And assuming it's a fillet steak, I'll eat that. Otherwise, I'll eat the fish and chips, and then vice versa. If you eat black pudding, you're wrong. And well, I've just got no desire to try it. White pudding as well. Got no desire to try that either. Wagwan True Citizen, how you doing? Would I rather throw away football or Mr. Dobbins? Well, it's obviously got to be football. Come on now. Oh, you're a simp. Anyone eating black pudding's a nonce, says Chin. Yeah, it's not my thing. My uncle doesn't like it either. Black pudding is like I believe it's like pig's blood, isn't it? And yeah, and Will confirms it is pig's blood. I mean, there must be more to it than just it being like blood, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the key ingredients. Drill, the question wasn't directed to you. Pig's blood sounds so disgusting. Yeah, Mo. Well, that's why I've got no. That's, as I say, that's why I've got no desire to try it. I don't know who thought of black pudding. Has anything happened in the football world today? Currently, it's 0-0. Yeah, Liam, that doesn't surprise me, mate. Anyone who eats black pudding and doesn't like pigs in blankets is straight a red flag. Yeah, to be fair, you know, unless you can't eat it for harem reasons, you should be having pigs in blankets. Just touching on the roast dinners. That's the best element, surely. Hello, Baldy, mate. How you doing? Oh, I can hear, I think, an Iceland clap going on. Well, that was probably the highlight of the Euro 2016. Football, let's talk food. Brilliant. Who wakes up and think, I'm going to make a meal? That's what I'm saying, true citizen. Why do they think? Who comes up with this? Here we go. So this is the recipe. To make it, the blood from a pig is mixed with fat and oatmeal before being packed into casing. The sausage is then served boiled, fried or grilled, and cut into rounds or crumbled into small pieces. Yeah, that's that. I just don't understand how you contemplate that. That's almost like, right, we've utilized every single element of this animal. What else can we do? What about its blood? Yeah, do that. We've used the offal, we've used the entrails, we've used the snout and trotters. What about the blood? Yeah, do that. What's the best crisp flavour? Why is it salt and vinegar? It's not salt and vinegar for me. Oh, Baldy likes black pudding. Interesting. Eat potato mash, save fried, throw away wedges. Oh, I don't like mash, guys. I'm not going to let a lot of people down there. Don't like mash. Here come Morocco and... Nah, let's give it away. Yeah, this has been a quite an even game so far. I know that Spain have been dominated. You might say a Spain goal's coming, but Morocco have looked very dangerous when they come forward. Here's Boufal again, the baller. Am I saying his name right? Is it Boufal? I'm not being stupid. It is Boufal. Okay. Just don't. I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste. I don't like the smell. I don't like anything about it. I think it's genuinely abhorrent. I like roast potatoes because they're, especially if they're, but again, I don't like a thick roast potato. I don't want it to be huge. I like small, crispier roast potatoes. I wouldn't want a huge one. Hey, Morocco with the shot, and Simon comfortably saves in the end. No, Jin, I have. I promise you. It's... What the hell? Pigs in blankets, Jack. I also don't really like sweet potatoes. I don't have a child's diet just because I don't like mashed potato, Liam. What's happening? What is happening? I just don't like mashed potato. Nuggies and chips? No. Again, no, I do like lots of things. I just don't like mashed potatoes. As I just said, I like roast potatoes. Just don't like mashed potatoes. Oh, a full English? Probably... if it's a really well-cooked sausage, then it's got to be the sausage. Even as a child, I never had Billy Bear pocket meat. No, I never had turkey dinosaurs either. When I was young, I think I had smiley faces. I don't think I ever had turkey dinosaurs, though. What's the best form of potato? If we're not including like fries and stuff, I think roast potato for me. Eat safe, throw in the bin watermelon, melon, and carrots. I'll throw in the bin melon. I'll save watermelon, and I'll eat carrots. Hello, Buck. How you doing? Love you too. Billy Bear Ham is elite. What is happening? You've got right. It's true. You're the most the biggest hypocrite I've ever encountered. I think roast potatoes. Billy Bear. Why is Liam saying, I bet you eat like turkey dinosaur smiley faces and Billy Bear ham, and in the next sentence says, oh yeah, I've got some in the freezer and I really like the ham. Like, what is happening? What is happening? Yeah, watermelon doesn't really taste of anything to me. It's very, I mean, it's in the name, watermelon. I don't think I've ever had it, Liam. Billy Bear pocket meat. I think I just had like standard slices of ham. Here's Pedri. Spain pushing for a goal here, are they? Someone take a shot. Laporte. Oh, plays a lovely ball to Olmo instead. He tries to create a chance, but he's squeezed out by 3 Moroccan players. You're scared to eat it as it might ruin your memory. Fair enough. What's the best way to have eggs? I did an egg tier list last year. For me, it depends. If I'm making an egg, I'll probably just make it fried. However, if someone was making an egg for me and it was going to be a perfect form of the egg, it's poached egg for me. But they are the hardest to get right. I mean, I don't really have strong opinions on watermelon or carrots either way, Mo, to be honest. Why does Luis Enrique look like a hobo? Have I ever owned a builder bear? I don't know what that means. How's Olmo not been sniped by a big club? Says Baldy. Maybe he will, Baldy. Maybe this is his time. Yeah, Scrambled's alright. Scrambled is also alright, but the best yolks are runny yolks. But for a poached egg, there's a big risk to reward ratio with a poached egg. But I like all of them. I like scrambled, and I like fried, and I like poached, and I like soft boiled. I like all of them. Yeah, as I say, I like all forms of those eggs. I physically can't make poached egg, and that's the issue, Baldy. I now know how to make a perfect poached egg. I have perfected that art after much researching. But that's why I'm saying that... So, for example, if you went somewhere and you ordered an egg and they'd cook it for you perfectly, I'd pick poached egg, because a perfectly cooked poached egg is delicious. That's why I like Eggs Benedict. That's very nice as well. That's just poached eggs on some bread with a sauce, basically. That's very nice. We need a cookie stream. Well, I did do a making pasta stream. Last year, I think. I made some pasta on stream. Some homemade pasta. You're speaking of eggs. Please teach me. I tell you what, Bold. I don't know what your Discord name is nowadays, but there's a video which literally just it's a perfect tutorial on how it's really simple as well. Like, I thought you needed like white vinegar. What's it called? Wine. What's it called? Something wine vinegar. White wine vinegar. That's what I'm looking for. You don't need any of that. It's actually really easy. So, Baldy, if you like send me a message on Discord, I can like send you the video. Like, it's just a TikTok of this guy. It's like, guys, it's really simple to make a poached egg. This is how you do it. That's the one, Will, yeah. Well, the fence is now finished. We did it a while ago, Zach, where I made pasta on stream. The food police? What? My actual answer is eggy bread, but that's effort, so I never do it, says Will. Pink pepper on eggs. I've never had pink pepper. Oh, you don't have it? Oh, Baldy, that's a shame. I can't send it to them. Or not, but should be able to send you food suggestions for you to try, and you rate them in a tier list. Or maybe in the future we'll do that. But I know you'll recommend me some AIDS foods. Like that fish, which is like 1,000,000 years old. I have white wine vinegar. I bought it to kill fruit flies. Oh yeah, Will, I remember you saying. Right, here is Gavi. Crosses it in, but there's no one there. It's a nice low cross into a dangerous area, but there was no one attacking the area. And now Morocco can bring it forwards here. What is pink pepper? Like, I've never had that. Is it just pepper that is coloured pink, or is there a difference in its taste? Let me know. It sounds interesting, but I've never had it. Pink pepper isn't a thing. Well, apparently it is, Jack. Apparently I'm being told it is a thing. If you have pink pepper, you're a nonce, says TTV. You said pink... I didn't. I didn't say pink pepper. I've literally never had it. I don't mind this being a bore as long as we win. Don't worry, I'm still paying attention to the game. It's pink salt. I didn't, DR. I've literally never had pink pepper. Are you referring to white pepper, DR? That's a very different thing. I mean, I don't know if you're getting confused, but I've never had pink pepper or pink salt, or whichever one exists and which one doesn't. Hello, Darkoy Plays. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Let me know what football team you support. Morocco have isolated Busquets from this game. It's very important. 4-4-3-3. Never mind Spain's, where it's essential. Says Mo, trying to bring it back to the football. Hello. Pink salt exists, pink pepper doesn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's white pepper, DR. You're getting confused. What's my go-to alcoholic beverage? Say we was all going for a noblet night out. What am I having? It depends. Where are we, Jin? Are we at a restaurant? Are we in a pub? Are we in a club? Is it a house party? Let me know the environment. The streamer have back? Yes, but Baldy it always has, mate. It's always been quiet, so it's always had background music. It's just I normally talk non-stop throughout the game, so you don't normally get to hear it. But yes, there's always been background music. You spot Portugal and Dortmund. Oh, Darko, what are your thoughts on the Portugal game later then, mate? What do you think the score's going to be? At a pub. If it's a Wetherspoons, what I always do is I get... Because there's a deal on, you can get 2 pitchers for like a... I can't remember the exact deal in Manchester. I don't know what it is anymore. I haven't done this for a while. But if I'm with my mates, and you said it's a noblet night out, so I'm assuming it's with mates, I always start the night with 2 pitchers, just for me. And then I will... Oh, Morocco, dangerous! And the header goes over. And then, yeah, because if it's with friends, I won't have beer, because that just fills you up and isn't actually that alcoholic. So it takes a lot to get drunk on it. So as I said, I'll get 2 pitchers, and then I will probably into the realm of cocktails and shots is what I normally do. Hello, village. Nobbins is a football hooligan. Baldy, I promise. Restaurant. What do you want me to say it like, Will? Restaurant. I'm not saying it right. No, beer's, beer's only like average. I just don't know why I choose to drink beer when it's more filling. So you can't... Oh, Morocco are actually causing some danger here for Spain. So it fills you up physically. Doesn't actually taste that nice. And it's not as alcoholic as other options. You could have something much more alcoholic. And which is less filling. And therefore get drunk in a quicker period of time. Ronaldo to score a hat-trick. Excellent. I didn't see that, Zach. No. Now, I've had that before, Drill. I've had a picture of that before. Yeah, it's nice. I normally go for... Yeah, so, I mean, I mix and match. I think The Godfather is my favourite picture. But the other one I'm happy to mix and match with. So sometimes I've had a picture of Purple Rain. It's large pictures as well, by the way, obviously, because I'm taking advantage of this deal. and I'll mix the other one. So like, there's a, is it called Blue? I don't really care about the other one. I think I've tried most of them. I think there's Blue Lagoon, there's Purple Rain, there's Sex on the Beach. There's one which has got Monster in it, which I'm not a huge fan of. I think it's like Monster and Red Bull. I'm not a fan of that. Have I ever been in a fight? Not a proper fight. No, I've been in. I'd probably say it was more of a scuffle than an actual like fight. I don't think it warrants a fight. Here's a man's drink. You're a girl if you get pictures, says Will. Brilliant. I just prefer to drink a drink that I like. Roger and Laporte both made over 70 passes. Busquets isn't even on 25 yet. There we go. Get Busquets in the middle. He'll sort them out. It absolutely is, Baldy. Let me know whereabouts you're up to. Sadly, yeah, Game of Thrones is brilliant the first few seasons and then drops off a little bit. Purple Rain is great. I like it a lot. I mean, I literally know nothing about alcohol, so I'm out of the loop here, says Zach. Was I in a scuffle? Because no, it wasn't to do with football. What on the beach? Sex on the beach is what the drink's called. Yeah, Liam. You're on the MC. Yeah, so Baldy, you're still in the really good season. Can't imagine Nobbins throwing a punch. Fair enough. There's Enrique. So far, Morocco have done really well. They've held it to 0-0 at half-time. And you might even say they've arguably had some of the better chances. They've just not been able to get that final third bit sorted. We are going to go to halftime very shortly. In 30 seconds, in fact. Show the game. Illegal. Illegal. I can't. Football scratch pilot. I've never been involved in a football fight or a football scuffle. I can confirm that. I'm not a football hooligan, chaps. And Morocco, again, keep giving the ball away midfield. Just be more direct sometimes. Can Spain score a goal before half-time? Here is Asensio. It's a scuffed ball in, and Torres doesn't quite fall too. And that is half-time in the match. Spain's only good performance was against Costa Rica. I might have fallen into this trap, says Mo. To be fair, I also think they played all right against Germany. But you might be onto something there, Mo. You might be onto something. And so far, this has only reassured my thoughts that my two most impressive sides so far have been England and France as the two most impressive. I see our coach doesn't like too much added time. None of our games have had an obscene amount of injury time. None of this messing around, Zach. Yes, DR, we'll do a forward in. Don't you worry. In a few moments. Oh, that training kit. Oh, yeah, that's all right, Jack. Yeah, that's all right. Excuse me. Yeah, guys, we'll be doing a phone in, don't you, in a couple minutes' time. That game was... Sorry, that first half was a cagey affair. Morocco limiting Spain in respect of their chances. Morocco being a genuine threat on the counter. Boufal especially has been causing Llorente all sorts of issues. But I think I do want to see a bit more of Hakimi and Ziyech get involved in the game. Yeah, don't worry, chaps. We will be getting into the phone in shortly. How's my day been? It's been great, thank you. Thank you, Chaff. What should I call you, by the way? Because your name is You Never Walk Alone, Traff. Is it Traff? Would I be saying that right? Traff? Yeah, my day's been great. Working on my next script for my next YouTube video, which I think should hopefully be a good one. And now I'm streaming this. I'm watching this with you guys. First, actually, we'll talk about the game with... No, Jim, we're mixing and matching. Sometimes we're doing football. Sometimes we're talking about other things. It's Ashraf. What's this? And we'll go to the phone and after we... So it's Ashraf. Thank you for correcting me, Jack and Ashraf. I'll try to remember that. And yeah, Baldy says, Spain getting hyped up, beating Costa Rica, but no one batted an eye at England beating Iran. Other than England fans, England agenda, says Baldy. There's definitely something there. There is definitely something from that. I mean, Jin, that's fair enough. I do not... what's the word? Hold myself out as a pronunciation specialist in respect, certainly in respect of names, unless I've like researched the name, like Haaland, for example. I am happy with my pronunciation there. Well, I'll just call you Jin then. To be honest. But anyway, chaps, it's now time for us to head over into the Noblet phone, and feel free to keep the chat going. Feel free to ask me and the Noblets questions as we enter Nob Talk, which is clear of 606 and clear of it's clear of Talk Sport. That's the one that's the word I'm looking for. There we go. I'm going to turn the volume up on the Noblets just because people said that they weren't able to hear them as well last time, so I've turned them up. I'm currently joined by DR. Hello, DR.
Hello.
And we're also joined by Will. Hello, Will.
Hello.
Lovely stuff. And if you've got any other Noblets who want to hop on, feel free to go into general. Yes, I am streaming the whole game. Ashraf says, I'm not Moroccan. It's just because Hakimi is one of my favourite players. And get your score prediction in Ashraf. But Will, let's start with you. Oh, Tayab wants to come in as well, who is quiz champion. Hello, Tayab. Hello, Tayab. He's currently muted. We'll speak to Tayab later. But yes, Will, look, we had a fair bit to talk about in that first half. I know you've got an agenda in respect of this match and who you want to win and who you want to lose. So it's your decision on whether you want to talk about the match or whether you want to talk about or whether you want to continue the food/drink conversation we were having, or a bit of both. I'll let you decide.
I'll do a bit of both.
Excellent stuff. I've just brought Jin in as well. Hello, Jin. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Wonderful stuff. Will, shoot, mate. Apologies for interrupting.
It's fine, don't worry. I knew Morocco were bad, but I didn't expect Spain to be this bad too. It's just like both teams deserve to go out. I can't wait for Switzerland to knock out whoever wins this. Put it that way. They're both average sides. I was fooled by how bad Costa Rica are. Spain are shocking outside the midfield. And Morocco have got another game without really doing anything, which is typical.
And just to fill people in case you don't know, Will has Switzerland as his dark horses, which is a shout that's paying dividends so far. So continue, Will.
For the food stuff, I just want to get like a poll, okay?
Okay.
Who here calls? So you get bread and you get eggs and you cook it in a frying pan. Like you dip the bread in the eggs and you put it in the frying pan and it like comes out like as... Does it come out as French toast or does it come out as eggy bread? I want to know. Okay,
it's an interesting thought experiment. Zach says, yes, go to general voice chatter, Zach, and I can drag you into the stream chat. Well, first, before I give my sort of thoughts on it, I want to... Here we go. We're going to bring Zach in as well. I want your guys' thoughts on it in the chat currently. So let's start with Jin. Jin, are you an eggy bread man or a French toast man? How are you saying that?
Eggy bread, for sure.
Eggy bread. Okay, I think that's what Will wanted to hear. DR, how about you? What do you say in Iraq? If you do, I imagine you have a similar dish there.
It's weird. It's not either.
Okay, which one do you prefer then? If you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
French toast.
Always gone for French toast. Okay, Ashraf in the chat says eggy bread is amazing, so he's obviously on the eggy bread side of things. Baldy says French toast makes me feel better about what I've made. So Baldy trying to up the ante by giving it a fancier name. Tayab, are you an eggy bread or a French toast kind of guy?
Never actually heard of eggy bread ever, so probably the French toast.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So do you think French toast sounds better?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Would you be interested in trying it?
Probably not. It just sounds a bit disgusting. Like you wouldn't mix an egg and bread together. It seems a bit dead.
But
you are so wrong.
But it's not just a random egg that you're popping on some bread. It's like you whisk it up and then you in the same way that you'd like batter, like some fried chicken in an egg mixture and then fry it off. You do the same to the bread. So it's almost like, it's not like it, but it's sort of like fried. Well, it is fried bread, isn't it?
I've had a look at it and it looks a bit dry. It looks a bit dead. There's no way.
Okay.
Stuff.
And just before I come to Zach, I was going to go back to Will, who asked the question. What are your thoughts on the term fried bread, Will? Because it is the more I think about it, it is fried bread, isn't it?
That means something else. I'm sure it does. I don't think that's. I think fried bread is his own thing. I could be wrong.
Is that fried toast? Because sometimes in the English breakfast you get fried toast.
Oh, it might be that actually.
Yeah, I think it's called fried toast, not fried. So technically, is eggy bread / French toast also fried bread? Are we introducing a third terminology here?
If someone said fried bread, I'd be more with them than I would be if they said French toast. They're still wrong, but they're not as wrong.
Yeah, I agree with Will. Second that.
There we go. And Jack says, I call it eggy bread, to be fair. And he's just made it. When I was making it, you got burned by the oil which flew onto you. And again, just before I move on to Zach, who I do want to talk about the football with Zach being Moroccan, I just want to ask a final question. Whether you call it fried bread, eggy bread, French toast, savoury or sweet, Will?
Oh, savoury. Yeah, it's not a question.
Gin?
Savoury without doubt.
Tab, you haven't had it, so you're off anyway, no worries at all. DR, if you had to have it, would you rather have it savoury or sweet?
Oh, definitely sweet.
Definitely sweet, yes. So I don't think I've ever had, eggy toast / French toast, eggy bread / French toast, savoury. I've only ever had it sweet. I normally have a very diabetic affair where I put Nutella in between the toast or the bread, and then I put like maple syrup and powdered sugar on it. It's very tasty. But yeah.
Why would you do it? You just wasted the food?
No, because it tastes delicious.
Yeah, it's not even eggy bread, then. That's just like Nutella and bread.
Yeah, but
Can you even taste the eggy bread? You just put a bunch of... There's no way you can taste the eggy bread if you do that.
You can, it's delicious. If you do it right, you can.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you it's a thing, because I've eaten it before many times, and it's delicious.
And I'm telling you, you're lying to me.
Right.
Propaganda.
Okay. Propaganda! I don't have a horse in this fucking race. For God's sake.
Liam's feeding your lines.
Brilliant. There we go. I'm apparently being paid by the sweet French toast propaganda brigade, according to Will. Lovely stuff. I'm also joined by the latest Nobbler, Zach. Hello, Zach, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
I can. Wonderful stuff. You are loud. You're coming in loud and clear.
Right.
But before I talk to you about the football, Zach, do you have any thoughts on the foods discussion we've just had there, or could you not care less?
I have literally never heard anyone call it eggy bread. Never in my 19 years of life.
What?
Not on the internet, not in real physical life. It's French toast.
Oh.
That is objectively correct. It's not subjective. It is French
Well,
toast.
this is slander. I can't be having this.
There we go.
I think he's Swiss, so like I'll accept it if they're foreign. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
I've said he's Moroccan about 20 times.
Oh, well, I remember you were supporting Switzerland, so I just thought he was Swiss.
No, I mean, just to clear this up, I am Moroccan on both sides of family, so I'm 100% Moroccan. I was raised in Qatar for like 15 years of my life. Now I'm in university abroad, so that's it. I've never been to Europe. I've never been to the US, the UK. Literally never been there.
And you currently live in Malaysia, is that right, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So clearly, in and around, based on this, it sounds like in Asia, it is, and indeed Africa, it's referred to as French toast. Maybe, but I was going to say maybe in Europe it's more eggy bread, but again, it's called French toast, so like I'd expect Europe to also call it French toast. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's a specific English thing where I was going to say a northern thing, but no, it doesn't sound like it because Jack also says eggy bread, and he's southern.
It just doesn't make sense. It's not even toast. It's fried bread. So.
And South, come on, Wales.
He does have a point, though. He does have a point. I rate that. You do have a point.
Yeah, well, that's why I tried to introduce the fried bread element of it, because that's the most, whether it's right or wrong, that's the most accurate description of it, because you are frying off bread.
It's egg in bread, eggy bread. Then
Yeah, no, that's still not the most accurate because you don't account for egg in that. Eggy bread is the one that explains it the best by a mile.
No, it's not by a mile because in the eggy bread, you're not at no point are you demonstrating that it's fried.
If someone said to me, "This is fried bread," I would not. I wouldn't. In no galaxy would I think there's egg in there.
But if you fry, say if you do fried chicken, you would do that with an egg mixture, wouldn't you?
Depends.
Oh yeah, well, you can use oil as well. I guess the most accurate description would be fried eggy bread.
Yeah.
No, hold on. When you're frying chicken, there's no alternative to egg in the batter. Like as far as I know, you give the chicken like a bit of a dip in the egg wash, then in the flour, then in the breadcrumbs or whatever you're using to batter the chicken. Then you put it in the fryer or the oil.
That was my
Unless
thoughts.
you're allergic to eggs.
Yeah. So Will, you've been outed as a bit of a fraud there.
Look, I don't know.
I
I've
mean-
never fried chicken by myself, guys. It's not something I do on the regular. All I know is that you can
Do we not
fry bread
already
without
know
the use
this?
of eggs.
Do we not
You can-
already know that Will is a fraud?
Will, I've got your back. Don't worry.
I love this.
Yeah, thank you.
This is a very successful debut call from Zach. Love that. Who'd have thought we'd be talking about eggy bread / fried bread / French toast together? So final thing on this before I move on to the game. Zach, just based on what everything Will said, are you changing your mind or do you still want to call it French toast?
I am gonna call it French toast, but I now realize that there is a side that can call it eggy bread. That can make sense. You can argue for that.
Love that from you.
You'd still be wrong. You'd still be wrong, but you can argue for it.
Interesting. There we go. Lovely stuff. And before we go into the second half, Zach, you're as I say, we've established once and for all that you are indeed Moroccan. You're obviously supporting Morocco today. What have your thoughts been on that first half?
Number one, I mean, in midfield, I think we've known how to play to win the midfield battle. I mean, you're locking out Busquets. That's probably the most important part of that Spanish midfield because Gavi and Pedri, while they have enormous ability, they're not experienced enough. So leaving them on their own isn't a good idea. So locking out Busquets is great, but I do need to say this. Yassine Bono, please, you are not Neuer. You are not Valdez. Do not play out of the back, please. You are not Edison or Allison. Please do not play out of the back. I've had about 75 heart attacks and 22 aneurysms just watching him try to pass the ball out from the back.
Yeah, it's not been great, has it, from the Moroccan keepers? They will need to keep tabs on that. We are going to the second half now. I do want to hear final thoughts / final score predictions from everyone here. Going to end on Zach, who is the supporting Morocco. Will, what's the final score? What's the final score going to be?
I'm going to say this goes to extra time and maybe pens, something like 1-1.
Okay.
Spain aren't as good as I thought they were. And baby steps. I'm glad I've got him to accept that eggy bread as a viable choice.
And Jin, same question to you.
Well, I got a bet on 2-0, so I got to stick with it, surely.
Yep, yeah, I love that. And DR, final thoughts, final score predictions?
No. Morocco and pens.
Oh, excellent stuff. And Zach, final thoughts, final score predictions?
I see Ashraf saying 1-0 Morocco, and I appreciate that you have hope in us, but I'm going to stick with 2-0 Spain. Unless we steer it far enough into extra time, we could have some hope, like a glimmer of light.
Wonderful. Well, for your sake, Zach, I hope that is the case. Hopefully it's a good second half. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for supporting me.
This is one prediction I desperately hope to get wrong.
Yeah. And I will speak to you all in the second half. See you guys. Thank you again.
See you.
There we go. That was Knob Talk, the Noblet phone in. Thank you all to my lovely, wonderful supporters on Patreon. I love all of you. And if it's legal, let's, have children. If it's not, then let's not. Lovely stuff. And good to see we had an engaging discussion on the eggy bread, fried bread, French toast controversy, and also our thoughts on the match as well. Boufal's been balling out, Jack, to be honest. And Ashraf says 1-0 Morocco, win Boufal goal. Jack thinks 2-1 Morocco. Look at all this faith in Morocco. And 4-0 to Saud. Yeah, we were just having a wider discussion about that. People were just chipping in randomly. Especially when we got to the toast discussion. That was a hell of a conversation. I enjoyed it. I liked how people just chipping in and getting involved and stuff. But in a polite way, not in a overbearing way. I don't really know what you want from me, DR. I thought we were just having a wider conversation. Spain with a free kick on Morocco's edge of their box. Dangerous ball, Morocco. Clear it away. If you are Morocco, you don't want to be conceding a goal due to bloody a stupid set piece. It was a very constructive conversation, says Jin. Look, we only deal with the important matters on the old knob talk. Are you objecting against me calling Will a fraud? No. Will has outed himself as a fraud many a time. I think even he'll admit that. No, he probably won't, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I mean, honestly, you're all frauds, to be honest. I'm a fraud. We're all frauds. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah? I'm a fraud. Zach's a fraud. DR's a fraud. Jin's a fraud. Will's a fraud. We all love it. It was a very important conversation, but for once, I stand by Will all the way. Guys, if you want to come to a better stream and have a better experience, come to the Twitch or YouTube. Link is in my bio on TikTok. It's LNobbins on Twitch, LNobbins FC on YouTube. And Jack says Portugal fans apparently want Ronaldo to be dropped, and Simon nearly dropped a clanger there. And again, Morocco nearly in. Oh. So yeah, it's trying to force the issue, but giving away a foul in the end. Ronaldo's going to be dropped because speed is there, says Jack. Oh, Jack, you said something about tortillas. What was that? I'm having a four cheese tortellini later tonight. I don't really have any thoughts on that. I hope you enjoy them, Jack. I'm telling you, Amrabat is the real deal, says Zachary. I've not been a fraud this World Cup, to be fair. This Morocco-Spain game is my first fraudulent prediction. Oh, that's funny. What was your bet with Mo again, Will? Was it something like if they win by 2-0, you win or something? That's interesting. Here's another thought experiment. Just, potentially ending or maybe even bringing back into question that debate. If you were in a restaurant, no, I saw it, Zach. Don't you worry, I saw it. I was like, I don't know what Simon was up to. If you were in like a place because let's be honest, the place you'd order that is probably going to be a brunch place. Boo! Not bad. If you saw it on a menu, do you think you're more likely to see French toast on the menu, or do you think you're more likely to see eggy bread on the menu? Now, rightly or wrongly, my instinct would be probably they'd describe it as French toast rather than eggy bread. I'm not necessarily saying that's correct. I don't know what that is, Will. Restaurant. Is it because when I talk quickly I say restaurant or something? Restaurant. I'd cringe if I ordered or ever said French toast, says Jin. But what do you think it would say on the menu, Jin? Will says French toast 100%. As I say, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. But it's just maybe another factor to think about. Can you see the game? You can if you go to ITV, mate. Can't see it. You can't see it here. That would be illegal. I don't own the intellectual property. I am not ITV. LNobbins has not reached that level yet. The only menu that would ever say eggy bread's a kid's menu, says Jack. And Jack's brought up today's debate of the day, which we haven't talked about yet, which isn't about French toast. Because Spain are playing, obviously, and a lot's been made of these two players. Restaurant. Oh, because I'm saying restaurant. When you're... yeah, if you're in a restaurant. Yeah, that's how I say it. Yeah, today's debate of the day is, where do you think Pedri and Gavi rank compared to the other brilliant young footballers currently playing? And I've defined young as being at the oldest 22, because I believe that in terms of winning the Premier League Young Player of the Year award, you can win it if you're 22 or under by a certain age. So I know for a fact that obviously includes Pedri, Gavi. That also includes Haaland. It also includes Foden. It also includes Bellingham, Alvarez, Saka, I'm pretty sure. Did I say Musiala? Jin says, there is no right or wrong. We are only a minor particle in this universe. Zach says 2 and 4. Jack says top 10. And Jin says both top 5. Oh, Jack says Alvarez is number 1. And I don't mean, I'm not asking, who's the top talent? Who do you think has the highest ceiling? I'm asking as players right now. Where do you rank them? Jack, I love Alvarez, but for a start, he's not better than Erling, is he? Come on now. Come on now. And Gavi wins the free kick from Hakimi. I'm not going to let that number 9 drop. It's still upsetting me. It is still upsetting me. Oh, how old's James? Is he 22? I didn't even consider Reece James in my thought process. I thought he was 23 for some reason. Is he 22? Oh, he is 20. Oh, he'll be 20. He'll be 23 in 2 days. Okay. Okay. But I'm not sure James makes the list anyway. I don't know. Well, what do you want, Jack? What do you want from Haaland? How is he supposed to make a World Cup appearance, you swine? Oh, Spain with a free kick. Morocco some defending to do. Comes to Olmo, who takes a shot. It was an interestingly worked one. Asensio played out to Olmo, but it's a lovely shot, but a simple enough punch by the Moroccan keeper. Spain turning up the pressure here. They don't want to go. Yeah, top 10 I agree with, yeah. Reece James, England's best talent. Whoa, Will, you love Jude Bellingham. Are you saying that Reece James is England's best talent over Jude Bellingham? Question mark. Because I know how much you love both of those players. This is going to be like when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. If he avoids... No, but you said Reece James is England's best talent. So is Reece James a better talent than Jude Bellingham? I'm not asking who do you think is a better player. I'm just asking because you used the word best talent. Rico Lewis is our best talent. Come on now. Oh, it's well won by Olmo. Hakimi caught lacking on the ball, comes back, makes the foul. Sorry, makes the tackle, which isn't a foul. Maybe they get away with one there, Morocco. And now, here they go. Look at him drive forwards. There's lots of space to run, and he's well offside. Come on, mate. What a waste. What a waste. There was a chance to really run at the Spain back line there. Nobbins on Urban Dictionary means the means of showing affectionate love towards someone. Well, that's nice. That's lovely. That's why I show to my noblets. Reece is currently better than Jude. As long as he isn't plagued by injuries, he'll hit his potential and be our best player. Interesting. Very interesting. I hope you're right. I don't see it myself yet, but I'd love that to happen. I think next World Cup, he will be starting without question next World Cup, because Walker will be 36 by then, so he won't be in the conversation unless neither would Trippier, because he'll have moved on by then, unless Trent has a miraculous upturn in his defensive work. He won't be in contention. Zach. Scuba. All right. Okay. What is that? Who is making all these terms on Urban Dictionary? Morocco's manager is very bald, isn't he? I've noticed that about him. Yeah, lamp. Yeah, that's it. That is interesting. The Lamptey one's particularly interesting, I must say. Come on, guys. Let's have a goal. Let's have a goal. Are we currently at the stage where we need one more 0-0 for this to tie as the World Cup with the joint most 0-0s? I think we've had 6 so far. I think we need one more to make it, to tie it. It is to me, Zach. Don't you worry. Again, Morocco give the ball away. Didn't need to do it. They wanted the foul. They didn't get it. Pedri's been fouled. I feel like Pedri hasn't been able to get involved in this game, but he's been fouled a lot. A lot in this game. I'll consider that, says Zach. No, Zach, don't do it, mate. I want you around. I'd rather have me than Wan-Bissaka, to be honest. Although, if I was a footballer, I would be a left-back. The record is 7, yeah. I think we're currently on 6, Jack. If I was a footballer, I'd be a left-back. So, maybe I'd get in ahead of Luke Shaw. Don't be mean to Zach. He's my boy. All right, here's Olmo. Good tackle, though. There's a Moroccan player down here. I think it's Amrabat as Gavi spits on the pitch in disgust. With Gavi and Pedri in this game so far, they've done a lot of the intricate build-up stuff, but then they're not really doing anything in respect to the final outcome element. Here we go. Right, this is a big hot take from Will. Let's read this out. If Walker got injured and we were allowed to call up a replacement, it would genuinely be Wan-Bissaka just for the France game. Yeah, to shut up, brilliant. I don't know if that's a big hot take, to be honest, because who would the other option be? If in terms of like players that aren't already called up, but Ben White's already part of the squad, isn't he, Jack? I'd rather call up Gary Neville. I don't really know what the other options are to call someone up to the squad. Because all the other better right backs are in the squad. I take Kyle Walker-Peters. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're also including start him. Well, if the... We're seeing the Iceland clap by Morocco. I would rather start Wan-Bissaka over Trent. I don't know if I'd 100%... I can see your idea because you're thinking of the 1v1 with Mbappe. I'm not against that at all. Definitely wouldn't be playing Trent. I just don't know whether I'd start him over Trippier. That's my only one thing. But I don't think it's a big hot take. I think there's definitely a strong argument for it. He would at least be my second choice for that game. A fully fit Livramento gets called up. A Nabinho FC legend, Livramento. Wan-Bissaka's not played in 7 months, has he not? Reece James is fit. He was in training yesterday. Is he match fit, though, DR? That's the question, because Walker was in... What's the word? Walker was, like, in training... I think before City's last game, but he wasn't fit enough to, like, make the bench or anything. Right, Spain are making a change. Zach, yeah, they're probably the ones that have done the Iceland clap the best. Oh, and here we go. Spain are actually bringing on an out-and-out striker. I'd rather take that risk than play Wan-Bissaka. It's the best English right-back, says DR. Chris Gunter is clear of Wan-Bissaka, says Jin. Bloody Nico Williams. If Walker gets injured, switch to a 5-back versus France. I don't trust a single 1v1 other than Walker. Just play Stones at right back, to be honest. I don't know why the Moroccan keeper punched it, but it has worked out in fairness. Maybe it was to get the counter-attack going. And in fairness, it's actually worked. Ziyech has done well. He's got to keep that in play, and he tried to switch it, but it was really good tracking back by Pedri. Well done. Yeah, in fairness, I couldn't really think of any other right-back currently who I'd rather have play against Mbappe. I also can't really think of any other combo in world football that a Stones Walker that I'd rather have. If you're asking me, how do you if it is possible to contain / minimize Mbappe's threat, what's the best way to do it? I think Stones Walker is genuinely thingy. I know, Joker, that would actually be a crime on Stones' psyche. Yeah. Yeah, it was just because it was like a chilled out. It was just a back and forth exchange now because it was more of a chilled out exchange. That's all. So people were just like coming in and out like Jin did, for example. Morata can come on at the 97th minute and score with his first touch. It could happen. It could be a thing. But Gavi is off the pitch. Interesting. And Alba is limping off. Alba is limping off. And Hakimi's having a smile. It's like, haha, yeah, I know he's limping off. Enrique flexing his tattoo there. Cheeky little demon. I believe so. It was just a conversation, Dia. I wouldn't get too pressed about it. I didn't really see it was as an issue, to be honest. Hello, KX. Love you too, mate. How you doing? Can you show the game? No. Well, I can, but I won't because I don't have the broadcasting rights. Right. We need a mandatory class in primary schools about what intellectual property law is. Come on, guys. Today was successful. KX, tell me more. Gavin needs to get with the princess. He's going off the pitch now, so if Spain lose, he can't be blamed for it, so he gets to save face. That's what it's all about. Yeah, the way this game's going, I think one goal probably solves this game. Just stream it. No, brilliant. I don't know, Jim, mate. You can't just say today was successful and then not talk about it, KX. That's outrageous. And I can't just stream it, Will. Not how it works. But DR did talk on the phone and... stream Portugal, Switzerland. I'm not going to now. We're just doing this one today. KX, you're a fraud. Thoughts on Roy Keane calling Brazil disrespectful for dancing celebration? I think Roy Keane needs to piss off, to be honest. You think Roy Keane's a mug as well? I agree. It's a celebration. You scored in the World Cup. I don't think anyone should make any apologies for how they celebrate unless it's, I don't know, unless they do something, you know, obviously like racist or whatever. But, you know, if it's just like if it's a harmless celebration, which is literally someone celebrating and dancing, I've got zero issue with it. Oh, Boufal's off. What an L. DR said it would be 0-0. And so far, you're right. You agree that Magic getting involved is a bit silly. But didn't they go over to dance with him? I think it's harmless and they should be allowed to celebrate however they want. To be honest, I don't see it as being who is it disrespectful to? If the Brazilian fans made a point to do it, like if they made a point to like go over to the South Korean manager and like, you know, mocked him, then sure. But I didn't interpret it like that at all. Hello, Toby. How was Gavi when he was on? Only just gone. Yeah, it was good, Toby. It was intricate in his play, but not necessarily as with the rest of the Spain team. Not really producing too much in respect to the final thirds. I think the only time celebrations are disrespectful, as I say, is if you, I don't know, let's say, like, for no reason, you get up in another player's face, or you get up in, like, the manager's face. Yeah, I've got zero qualms. Zero qualms. Or, like, you know, if, like, the manager, like, you know, shouts at the opposing manager. Roy Keane would celebrate by having a Stella and punching his wife like a real man. Maybe I just find it weird seeing Manchester players coordinating celebrations. I think it's cute. I think it's cute, and I think it shows the fact that Tite is... It's called Tite, isn't he? The fact that he's wired into the Brazil squad. That's clearly a happy dressing room. There's clearly a good culture going on. And I'm fine with that. Klopp is disrespectful with his celebrations. If he's getting in other people's faces, then that's where it's different, I think. That's where it does border into being disrespectful, but I didn't see that happen yesterday. What's it? Wait, a genuine midfield's been... Oh wow, that's terrible. That is awful. Yeah, Buffel is off, which is a shame because he was... What is it, Zach? He's been injured or something. That's a shame because he was really entertaining and causing issues for Spain's fullbacks. Adebayor running the full pitch to celebrate was pure shithousery. Well, even the Adebayor one, I can understand because the reason why he did that was because the fact, even though it wasn't true, because he wanted to stay at Arsenal, but they just didn't want to renew his contract, and I believe that. Yeah, and they just didn't want to renew his contract. Or did they just want to? I can't remember. But basically, Adebayor wanted to stay at Arsenal. That's the key there. And then Arsenal fans at the time invented this rumour. I'm assuming it's because Man City relatively recently got taken over. They invented a rumour that he left for money, and they called him like a snake and a traitor. When Adebayor made it obvious that he wanted to stay with the club, that's the reason why he did that, because he was annoyed with the fans lying about him and making a rumor about him. That's a really good tackle by I'm gonna get his name right this time, Amrabat. He's not injured, he's just he's just shit at tracking back. We obviously need to... Oh sorry, I thought you said he was just back at training. We obviously need to hold out since Spain now have someone that can actually finish. Yeah, Amrabat's doing God's work right here. And Toby says, I think if you're that fuming over a bunch of lads dancing when they score a goal at the World Cup, you might need to go outside a bit more in it. Toby, couldn't say it better myself. Couldn't agree more. The fans who couldn't stand by all because he left for City, then randomly celebrated. Yeah, and Jin. That was shithousery, but I think that's justified based on the context of what Adebayor experienced following that transfer. Spain have been in the ascendancy this entire second half. Morocco have not really been able to push forward as they were at times in the first half. I think at this point, Morocco might be better off just... I mean, maybe they are hoping just to get to full-time 0-0. Here, Ferran Torres goal with an Alba assist for fantasy reasons, Toby. Well, for your sake, let's hope that can happen. Amrabat, one of the best defensive mids this tournament in terms of physical ability and ball recovery, but on the ball, he's bang average, says Zach. So maybe could add that to his game if he's able to. Where's it? It's a good question from Jin. If it's about Giroud, it's always a good question. This game is just basically Spain have ball, Morocco defend ball, by the way. In the second half. Not really too much to report in the way of chances. Where does Giroud rank as a striker? People seemingly started to understand he's been a bit of a baller, has some good accomplishments. I've always rated Giroud. I made it no. Yeah, don't worry. I don't have any plans to. I've always liked Giroud. I've made it no secret that I would have loved him at City. When he left Arsenal, I would have loved him as a plan B or a link-up player with Aguero. And in respect of, I'm glad he's now getting more of the credit he deserves, because he's always been a very good player. I just think that I remember comparing it on the first French game in the same way that Emil Heskey was one of the most misunderstood players of England's golden generation. Oh, hello, Ziyech. Can play him in here. Oh, so the chance goes begging. There was an opportunity there to run at Spain's defence, but came to nothing. Yeah, so in sum, Giroud is the French Heskey and a very misunderstood player. And I like Giroud a lot, and I like Heskey a lot. Also, I think celebrating from the opposition fans is fine. You don't need a reason. Celebrating in the opposition team or manager's face is disrespectful. Yeah, well, I agree. Unless, like, there's some other stuff that's happened. I don't know. For example, maybe the managers, for no reason, outing you out as a knobhead, maybe then want to be like, you know, what now? But yeah, in general, I agree. It was a season when Özil had 16 assists in December. Should have easily smashed the assist record, and he was feeding Giroud the rest of the season, but for some reason that year, he just couldn't score. There was Morgan. And again, yeah, I'd argue that, you know, Giroud is obviously a striker, but scoring goals isn't the best element of his game in the same way that scoring goals for Heskey wasn't the best element of his game. I don't think Giroud scored one goal at the 2018 World Cup when France won it, but I'd argue he was one of their most important players. And you got players like Griezmann and Mbappe talking about how they loved playing with him because of his excellent link-up play and hold-up play. And also the fact that because he's such a presence, he naturally drags defenders to him, so he creates space for others as well. I love Giroud, and he's a very good-looking man as well. Yeah, as I say, Giroud is the French Heskey, and that is a huge compliment. Huge. Don't let KSI fool you. KSI somehow tricked a whole generation of fans into thinking that Heskey was not good at football. Heskey was brilliant. He was a very good player. Stupidly good-looking man. Yes, exactly, Toby. Maybe the best looking in history. In Premier League history? Potentially. A few years ago when Pulis was Borough boss, a Sunderland player celebrating Pulis' face because Pulis said he wasn't good enough for West Brom. And that, yeah, those are the moments when, if like a manager's wronged you in a way, and it's like an unjustifiable wrong or something like that, that's when it's fair enough to do it. Spain in Morocco's box, but Morocco would easily get away. I mean, it's an iconic song with iconic lyrics. But, yeah. So, in fact, I think there was an interview that Heskey did, and someone asked Heskey about the song. And Heskey was like, no, I'm not bothered about it. But you could tell he was clearly bothered about it. And I would be as well. Yeah, Ginny also said it. He also said it in an interview. So he just said, "Look, I'd had a bit to drink, and it was like a joke, but you know, I'm sorry if it's caused offence." And yeah, so he's already publicly apologised as well. Yeah. Everton coming on yesterday for Brazil. One of the very rare moments of Everton getting a dub. I don't know, Jack, either. I think it's because people naturally don't want to. People, ever since the City transfer, people naturally don't want to like Grealish, so they look for anything to demean him. For example, you know, when it was the summer and he was on a holiday, and there's like a picture of him like drinking a beer or something. What is this keeper doing, man? And people are like, oh, how dare he be drinking? Like, you should be training. It's like, it's the summer holidays. He's off. Like, what? I think the Heskey's I don't think so, Will. I think it was. No, I don't think so, because I don't think people said the same thing about. I don't think people said the same thing about Sol Campbell or Defoe or Ferdinand or any of the other black players. I think it was just a Heskey song. In fact, up until that Heskey song, I couldn't really remember the discourse like obviously because I was alive in that era and was aware of what was going on in that era. I don't really remember there being any genuine discourse about Heskey being rubbish or Heskey being a lump or Heskey being shit. I think the common understanding was Heskey was a very good player. Oh, sorry, you're saying from KSI it was. Oh, okay. Oh, I've no idea about that, Will. But there's no doubt it was the KSI song. I thought it was just because he had a really bad card in FIFA. But I don't know. I'd have to ask him. I find Grealish really likeable. Just seems like a very sweet bloke. Exactly, Toby. And exactly. And Jack says if he was still a Villa player, no one would care. I do agree. I think it is the. I think it is the size of the transfer, and I do think it is the fact that he went to City. Jordi Alba crosses in. Morocco got to clear this now, and they don't. And Olmo just lashes at it, goes well wide and over. But, I already knew Grealish was a really nice, chilled out guy, but that whole thing with that Finley kid, it's just such a lovely, time. What was your bet again, Jin? I can't remember. Let me know. Hakimi getting straight back up when he touched him after pretending to be hurt. We love that, Jack. We love that. Did you know all-time Giroud is 15? What's this? All-time Giroud is 15 goals behind Kane. Is that what is that in all like competitions, DR? Yeah, but it builds a nicer. It made it even sweeter, the whole Finley thing, and because he didn't have to do any of that. It was the fact that he sent him a lovely letter in return, and he sent him a signed shirt, and then he met him, and then he did the celebration for him at the World Cup on the bigger stage, and then he did a follow-up, and then he talked about it in an interview and name-checked him, and then he did a FaceTime call with him after the match, and then he's like wore a shirt which had like Finley's design on it or something. It's just like, it's clearly not just like a PR thing. Like, this is obviously a very natural... if you haven't seen it, I implore you to go like watch the conversations that they have. It doesn't come across as like, oh, Spain dangerous balling. It doesn't. Grealish doesn't at all come across as like, you know, a media trained person. He just comes across as a really nice chap, and I like that. I like that. Narrow Grealish, bit of a lad. That's all. How can you hate him for doing what he likes in his spare time? And he seems a very honest chap as well. All competition club and country. Well, that's Harry Kane factor. Why did Spain even qualify? This could have been Costa Rica. I have a soft spot for Grealish when reality many players do this whilst also avoiding Dewey charges. I don't know what that means, Will. Well, I have a soft spot for Grealish because he's also... I had a soft spot for Grealish when he was at Aston Villa, Will, as well. It's got nothing to do with him playing for City. Grealish was... Oh! What? Oh! DUI. I didn't know what Dewey was. I mean, maybe they do, Will, but there's no reason why I can't like a player for doing it. Gary's best attribute is his age. And also the reason why I talk about it so much is because of this weird spin against him. That's the main reason why that's why I talk about it so much. Because there is this odd... there is this odd thing against him which I don't like. So I'll try to call it out and defend him based on that. No, it's that I know what a DUI is. It was just because he said Dewey. Grealish beats women, amazing. Excellent stuff. We've got 10 minutes in this game. Oh, Nico Williams has come on, I've just realised. Oh, and Morata flashes it across goal. I'm assuming he was going for goal there. Yeah, but what's in all caps? Like, if you're going to do what's it, abbreviations, they're supposed to be in all caps. I think it's partly price tag, Jack. No, I need capitals for abbreviations, chaps. Or is it acronyms? I'm getting my words confused. Yeah, but lol's a very common one. Stop confusing me with that fraud Nico Williams. Whoa. Do never call Nico Williams a fraud. He's my Bilbao babe. Yeah, I do also think it's a City factor as well, Jack. Did you have any / still doubts about Grealish signing? I definitely don't have any doubts about it, because my prediction has come true, and he has had a much better second season, which is what I predicted. In terms of the initial signing, I think when it was first announced, I was like, it's not an essential signing, but it's a nice bonus, and I do like Grealish a lot. So I was never against the signing, but at that time, City needed a striker, so I was thinking more along the lines of, look, it's nice to get Grealish, but we do also need a striker at the same time. But that's not to say it was one or the other. Will, pipe down, mate. Where does everyone shop and why? Supermarket-wise, I'm curious, says Jin. I currently shop at a cheap one. I shop at Asda. We used to shop at Morrison's, but then, cost of living crisis. So that's a thing. Yeah. So yeah, so Asda's the one. You shop everywhere. I get injured, probably gonna come off. Yeah, they're asking for the stretch. I'll just punch my mic. They're asking for the stretcher. He's having a cry. It might be the end of his World Cup. You don't have one shop. Well, we don't have one shop either, but like there is a Tesco we could go to. There is a Morrison's we could go to. There's also like an Aldi, Lidl we could go to. There's not. I don't know where the nearest Sainsbury's is, but that's expensive anyway. I have no idea where the nearest... I guess the nearest Waitrose would be, like... Spinningfields, maybe. I don't know. It's not for a stretch, it's just a muscle problem. Well, he's off. He is off. That's the end, potentially the end of his World Cup. Little as local for you, Jin. Yeah, Asda's good because... I mean, the reason why we stopped going to Morrison's was because it used to be sort of worth it because they used to have more points, which is like Tesco club card points, but they don't do them anymore. So we swapped to Asda, which does do like, Marks & Spencer, that's the other one. Yeah, again, don't know where the nearest one of those is. But again, it don't shop there because it's unnecessarily expensive. But yeah, Asda does points, so you get like a £5 off every shop or whatever it is after you spend a certain amount. Excuse me. Elumet coming on. Great when he's played. It's probably going to go to extra time by the looks of it. Let me know what you guys think. Would you have preferred to see 90 minutes penalty shootout rather than 90 minutes extra 30 minutes penalty shootout? Oh, what a ball that is by Hakimi. Oh, that wasn't the option. The shot wasn't on. Oh, he probably should have played it back. I think it was Ziyech lurching. Ziyech played him in the first instance. This is a lovely cross. Dangerous ball. Llorente headed it across. I don't think the shot was on. I think he should try to play it back and go for the wham-bam outside the box. Anything that gets us a win, I don't mind. I think I'm of the view that, especially given the fact it's in the middle of the season... I just think I may have liked to have seen... I don't normally like watching extra time. It's normally a very bitty affair, in most instances, I feel like. I'm not passionate about it. I don't really mind either way. But if you had to push me, I'd say I'd rather just go to pens, because the penalties is exciting, obviously. Jin likes extra time with the subs, tiredness, and it being cagey. The cagey bit's why I don't like it, though. Gosh, he's got a hat on, hasn't he? He's banging the drum. Jin, don't worry. Fraud is more of a pet name on these streams. We call each other frauds all the time. Don't you worry about it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Come on, Nico. Oh, look at his pace. Oh, he gets tackled there, though. What a shame. What a shame. If you are watching on the older YouTube, by the way, do make sure to leave a like on the stream. And also subscribe if you are new and get involved in the chat. What's Enrique think? I mean, either way, this is a good result for one of Portugal or Switzerland, forcing Spain or Morocco to go to extra time. Tired legs, potential injuries. Settling in, soft tissue injuries, primarily, is what we're going to see, is what we have seen more of and what we will see more of. Oh, Simon, is a really bad clearance. Hakimi latches onto that. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to continue his run. Pedri got... See, I have been very impressed with Pedri's defensive work rate in this game. We did touch on it, that would have to happen, but he does get beaten too easily there. Hakimi, not the best ball. What a shame. I've played in an extra time game before, was knackered, worried it went to pens, but the thrill of extra time was well worth it. Whoever goes through from both games will make a good quarter final. Says Jack, it should be interesting, hopefully. He was onside, just needs a better ball from Hakimi there. Buffal dropped a 10 out of 10 performance for Arab wingers who are not serious and don't have any end products. Football is not dead, says Mo. Well, Morocco's dreams might be dead here. Here's Morata and Nico Williams. What a block that is. And offside anyway. Was that Amrabat with the block as well? Dearie me, what a game he's having for some Morocco. Well, Mo, I think you're going to win your bet with Will, so someone's got to eat shit. He's onside there, Morata. Looks well onside to me. Morata did well, brought in Nico Williams, and it's a... Oh, Morata was offside there. Okay, got it. This fella gets in front of everything. I think the shot would have been off going out, going wide anyway, but still. I'm a centre-half or right-back. Oh, Koyes have John Stones, Jin. And had to take a pen because everyone was shitting it. Did you score it, Jin? Mo says they are going to be very proud. Can they get the win, though? Can they knock out... Can they... They're representing the continent of Africa. In a way, they're also representing Asia, North America, Oceania, because they're the only... what's it? The only what's it? Zach says, why though? It's a foul on Olmo. And a yellow card. Just stopped him going. Tired legs. Bring him down. Wham bam. Exactly, Mo, yeah. That's what I'm saying, you know. You could say they're also representing Africa, Asia, and North America, and Oceania. If all the big teams do make it to the quarterfinal, who would actually be considered the dark horse? Netherlands, I guess. I guess the Netherlands, because... I mean, I certainly have been underselling them. Well, not... maybe not underselling, but, you know, underselling their chances of winning the whole thing. I scuffed the pen. Keeper should have saved it. It was lucky, but you won it. Excellent stuff. Love that from you, Jin. Spain whip it in, and it's a wasted opportunity by Morata. You won't hear me say that, so you will hear me say that frequently. Because it is Morata. And Morocco have had... Yeah, I know who's clear, Mo. But yeah, this has been a game low on genuine chances. Was that 4 shots in the entire game so far? It's not been the best spectacle. That's for sure. That'll benefit. Morocco will be absolutely happy with that. I'm sure if you told Morocco, you know, you can take it to extra time and probably penalties, I'm sure they probably would have taken that. Feels weird the team finished third in 2014 and now dark horses. Oh god, what's Simon doing, man? These goalkeepers. I'd say the most entertaining bits of this game have been the 2 keepers just not knowing what they're doing in terms of, like, trying to build up from the back. Oh, there's the dancing Morocco fan. I think that's the one that's been dancing with all the Senegalese people. Well, he's become a bit of a... Oh, he's not happy here. He's holding onto his knees, rolling around a lot. Morata is upset. He's claiming he's made a meal of that. Let's have a look at this. Oh, God. Come on, man. It's a slight collision. It's a knee into your calf. Come on, mate. Why are you rolling around like that? Get up. If Morocco go into extra time pens, they increase their winning chances significantly, says Mo. Well, a penalty shootout at best is a lottery. Hello, Disney. Dancing fans are the best thing about this game. Roy Keane begs to differ. Roy Keane doesn't like any form of dancing. Oh, fuddy-duddy. Roy Keane is just like the definition of like a boomer. Oh, that was nearly a really nice idea. Actually, it nearly was, even after the first mistake, still a really good chance, but offside. Mo doing his best Michael Owen impression. Roy Keane will love this game. Lots of brawls. How old is Mbappe currently? And how old was Michael Owen at the 2002 World Cup? Can anyone tell me that? I think that they were both 22/23. I'm not 100%. Because I know that Owen was 18 in 98, so I'm assuming he was 22 in 2002. If it hits full time, you win the bet, says DR. Get in. Was Owen not 22? Okay, it was 23 apparently. Because I thought, I'm sure the commentary was like, you know, it's nothing beyond the realms of this 18-year-old. When's Michael Owen's birthday? I need to find out now. No, I'm not asking now, Jack. You fraud. Michael Owen. When's his birthday? It's December, yes, so he would have been 22. Because it's December. So yes, Michael Owen would have been 22. How old's Killian? Killian! He's 23. He'll be 24 this month. That's nice. Can he win the World Cup in and around his birthday? Similar age profile then. I don't think so, Jill. To be fair, we've never really done one for extra time. But to be fair, I don't know how much time there's normally only like 2 minutes in between, so I don't know if there'd be any point, Jin. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. This game's about to get real stressful unless Spain. Oh, and it was a tricky one for the keeper. It was a cross that nearly turned into a thingy. Thingy. Two World Cups at the age of 24. Pele would have had 2 World Cups when he was 22, wouldn't he? Because was he 18 in 58? So he would have been, what, 22 in 62? How old was R9 in 2002? I don't know how old R9 would have been. Another Brazilian. That's full time of regulation time. Can one of these teams make it not a 0-0 and make it not so that it's joint most 0-0s? The ref is trying to be a strong character. It is elite, absolutely. Absolutely. Mo, what do you want from me? You said it's unheard of, and I say, well, Pele did it. What am I being told to shush? I was just correcting you. What do you want from me, man? This is outrageous behavior. Yeah, absolutely outrageous. Arno would have been 26. Let's have a look, see, shall we? Let's confirm that. 26 sounds about right, because that would have been his 3rd World Cup. 26, but born in September. Yeah, so he'd have been 25 in his 2nd World Cup win and his 3rd World Cup overall. I won the bet. I need whatever Mo's giving, and we'll change the profile to Rice for a day. Wait, what? Oh, this is a 3-way bet, apparently. I didn't mean never happened before. You said unheard of, Mo, you fraudster. It has literally been heard of, you swine. Village said anyone's an idiot for betting under 2.5 goals, and he was wrong. There you go. So, right, this is the 3... So, Will is changing his profile picture to Mo. Mo is giving DR some knob coins. Okay, understood. Excuse me. Come on now. Let's get a goal in extra time. Let's get a couple, actually, because now it's gone to extra time. I just want penalties. I just want penalties at this stage. Abdul says, what a horrible display by Spain. Abdul, I agree. In fairness, I think you got to give credit to Morocco as well. Like, they have done very well to stem the Spanish threat. But I totally get where you're coming from. I totally agree with you. It's considering that... Yeah, I know Spain lost against Japan, but they still were impressive in the groups, pumping Costa Rica, and a very good match against Germany as well. They have been... And also, I thought they were very good in the Euros. I thought they were very good in the Euros as well. I thought they were unfortunate to lose against Italy. I do agree with you that they have been disappointing, Abdul. Let me know who you support, though, mate. Oh, dear me, what on earth is that? If England beat France, I remember I have to come be your personal assistant for 24 hours. Oh, Jin, I've no idea how that's going to work out. Zach says, if we win today, I will only be talking to people who have reserved an appointment 24 hours prior. Too busy celebrating. Zach, mate, I would not blame you at all. You think it's an ego and attitude problem, Abdul? Interesting. I think it just might be a case of there's lots of players who are very intricate and very good at taking it in tight spaces and very good at passing it around, but there's just not really been any penetration or unlocking of that Moroccan defense, which is what the likes of Xavi and I know it's big shoes to fill, but that's what the likes of Xavi, Iniesta were so brilliant at, and David Silva. Brazil all the way, says Abdul. They're facing Croatia, aren't they? So do you reckon they're going to win the whole thing, Abdul? And DR went in and lost. Nice one, guys. Big wins. Oh, did Zach, did you get your 5k knob coins from Tayab? Let me know. In fact, whilst I'm here, let me add you to the Noblet spreadsheet, which I call my Noblet tracker, because now I can see your username. There we go. You're there, and you're a Noblet, and that's your number of months. And there we go. There we go. You did. Oh, yeah, fabulous. Yeah, Zach, I remember you saying Noblet. I said, oh, DR, thank you. That's my super mod. Noblet lifestyle, there you go. No, you suck, man. Can you get good, please? Thank you. I think, oi, Jin, don't you do that to me. I've got your name on a spreadsheet, Jin. Yeah? It's currently 0-0. They've been overhyped beyond belief with all the Golden Boy Awards. Absolutely no long-term consistency. Well, hopefully Pedri and Gavi can do that long-term for Spain's sake. Do you think Brazil have amazing potential? If it is a Brazil-Argentina final, that will be so interesting. So interesting to see what happens there. If you're watching on the TikTok, there's over 200 of you. What are you doing? Come over to a better platform where you can see more stuff. LNobbins Twitch, LNobbins FC YouTube. Link in bio on TikTok. It's one click is all it takes. Hello, Time Potato. Vamos España. No, so far, Time Potato, they are at risk. Get knocked out. Jin, I'm afraid to say you can't. Although you can quite easily win knob coins by doing server stuff in the Discord server, Jin, by getting involved in the events and whatnot. Morocco's very good. And they were very entertaining against South Korea, weren't they? Although South Korea were truly terrible defensively, I'm going to be very excited to see Brazil have a challenge. Hopefully Croatia can actually offer some sort of challenge, because Croatia are not a bad side after all. praying for pens. Want to see how this young Spanish team deal with it. Yeah, that's why I'm excited for that. Come over to a better platform where you can talk about eggy bread, says Jin. Get in. What a win by Jim. No, it's still going, guys. Extra time. And again, there's a timer on the screen, so you wouldn't have to ask me what the score is or what minute we're in. You'd be able to look at the timer on the Twitch or YouTube stream. Hello, Jimmy. How you doing, Jimmy? What did I say? Did I say 2-1 Spain? Well, that's definitely not going to happen. At this stage, I think that if anything, Morocco are going to be even more conservative, which is going to make it even harder for Spain to break them down. So I think it will be a 0-0. The production value is huge, says Jin. And I want to add to it. I've got more ideas to add to it. The production value. I'm looking into. I know we haven't seen much of the overhead camera shot. That's just because the tactical board might not be totally complete until the new year. But I got a tax refund, and I've got the latest iPhone. So just literally only for the camera for the matchday vlogs and like streaming and whatnot on TikTok. There's this thing I want to get. You guys don't care about this. I don't care. I like talking about gadgets. There's this. It's like a tripod, but it moves horizontally, and I want to get a camera and put it there, and sort of have like a panning shot. There we go. Hello, we're not going to OD. Come over to Twitch or YouTube, mate. This is either 1-0 or pens, I agree. At 5 tomorrow, I'm changing this back to my dog. Oh, is this your profile, Will? Exactly, Jim. We love that. Stabilizer. It's sort of like a panning. I don't know how to describe it. It's a horizontal tripod which moves. It's like a remote controlled thing, and you can make it move the camera so it does a panning shot. You know, like if you're watching, I don't know, it's like really high end like broadcast stuff, and there's a panning shot. I want a camera there that does that, just to add a bit more funky production value. Just because I like gadgets, I like to invest in stuff. The final now can't be the great Brazil versus Argentina. No, but the semi-final could be, Abdul. The semi-final could. And I think it probably will. That's what it is. Excellent stuff, Jim. You want to watch? Get ITV then. Flip the camera. Illegal. Get educated on intellectual property law, guys. Copyright is a thing. Come on now. I love stats, especially YouTube stats and football stats. I like stats as well, DR, mate. Can't lie. I like stats. I like gadgets. I like football. Hello, Digster. How you doing? If I see Pavard starting over Mazraoui buying after this World Cup, I'll be fuming. I think Pavard has his days are numbered. Certainly for France, it seems. It probably will be Koundé against England. Chin, what? Oh, I tell you what, if he's onside, Morocco could be in here. Laporte's got to track back. Oh, and he does brilliantly well. I mean, it's offside anyway, but what brilliant work that was by Laporte. And he's actually well offside. Spain played a really good offside trap. Laporte coming back, who's not necessarily the quickest. But that is fantastic work by Laporte. He wasn't to know, and he sighs in relief. But he busted a gut getting back there. Dear me, Laporte, you're quicker than I thought, mate. Well done. What's a war game? What does that mean, Abdul? Your dog had his bollocks chopped off today. Excellent stuff, guys. If you have a pet, get them neutered. We're getting our kitten spayed on Thursday. Get your pets neutered, guys. A neutered pet is a happy, long-term pet. Rip your dog's nutsack. Oh. He does sack. I think Laporte's our best. I think Laporte's our best centre back. Laporte normally plays very well for England, for City. I love Laporte. Your mum had your balls to okay, maybe not for humans. No, let's not do genital mutilation on humans, guys. There's a difference. There's a difference. Less of that. Can I show the match? No. Guys. Copyright. Come on now. Laporte. Nico Williams with the run. Roger tried to clip it in. Here's Busquets. Those two centre-halves combining well. You pet Rocket. Well, that's good. Oh, I see. Yeah, like in terms of like the rivalry and stuff, Abdul. Yeah, that's a big South American derby. Lucas is back. Excellent work. Here's Nico. What a man Nico is. Jay Spearing. I had him on like a Bolton career mode in like 2012 or something. Hello, Mexican Tack. Morocco going to go through. Genuinely, they might. Oh, Nico Williams puts a ball in. Morata doesn't fall to him. Because we are around 20 minutes away from it being basically a 50-50. I love Nico Williams' hair. It's a good ball in by Nico. My Bilbao legend. Morocco showing Spain expectation versus reality, says Abdul. And if Spain do get through, maybe a bit of a reality check for them after all the hype that was made about them after that 7-0. And it's Alba and Olmo are off. And I think Ansu Fati is coming on. Is he, Will? And Baldy. Where's Baldy? He's on the pitch as well. Ansu Fati, another young lad. Maybe we'll do it in the second half of extra time, Lucas. Would be so good if Morocco go through after Spain 7-0. Yeah, exactly. Jack, what the hell? Imagine a club in England being in the top flight, only picking players from that area. It would be, Jin. It would be very interesting. And that's exactly what Bilbao do. I imagine that's why you brought it up. I think that if you did, like, it depends. If you did say Greater Manchester and Yorkshire, if you did counties rather than, like, you know, towns. If you did towns, I don't think you'd have many good teams. But if you did more like counties, I think you could have some, you know, so like Greater Manchester, Greater London, Yorkshire, etc. Yorkshire, I think, would be very good. You know, from England, you know, there's obviously Stones, there's Walker, there's Phillips, there's Slabhead. There are some players. There are some players. You want pence if it's like the Croatia one, I'll cry, says Lucas. Is there a side in England? Certainly not at the highest level, Zach. Jin, sorry. Wow, Will, what the hell? This is the first time Morocco has played extra time at a World Cup and the 8th for Spain at a World Cup. That's a fun fact. Right, so okay, DL, what's the bet again? What do I get? I need to earn something. It is, Zach, it is. Oh, sorry, you're talking to Will, my bad. I thought you were talking to me. Oh, Mo! Brilliant feat, says the commentator, you foot fetish freak. Oh, I'm cleared away. And Morocco, once again, with lovely defending. No way fatigue made the Spain squad, what? I wasn't going to do one, Tab, just because it's going to be like 2 minutes. Am I watching the game live? Yes, I am. Right, okay, DL, what is the bet? And what's in it for me? Ball comes in from Llorente. Oh, it's falls to Ansu Fati! And it's well blocked by Hakimi. Oh, fatigue is Fati. Oh, okay, I get it. Again, good work. Ziyech putting in some work, Hakimi, with the block. Tab, what is happening? Morata did well to create that chance earlier. Lovely feet. Crossed it in. But again, it's number 11 from Morocco tracking back. And here's Spain trying to catch out Morocco with a short free kick. Ziyech, can they make a counter-attack? No, it's just pumped away by Baldy. Shut up, Mo. Mo, you're a fraudulent man. You still haven't got me a Pyramids FC kit. Yeah, Matt, I agree, Abdul. It is a big reality check for Spain. And also, well, I was on the fence about Spain because that's why I didn't want to commit to saying they've impressed me as much as. It is. Well, it is. Yeah, I didn't want to make the comparisons with like France and England in terms of the teams I've been most impressed with. Oh, Rodri nearly makes a mess of that, but it is giving us a foul or an offside there. Yeah, Tayab, mate, don't worry, mate. I know. Everyone smells. Cap. Everyone's lovely, Tayab. You're all connected. Excellent. I bet you, Nobbins, that it'll go to pens. Spain will win. I win 10,000 knob coins, and if you win, I'll give you a Morocco jersey. Right. Right, okay. I'm gonna see if the Morocco jersey is any good, because I don't want you spending unnecessary money on me. It's the Morocco FC, you know. Let's have a look at this bad boy close up. Let's have a look at it close up. I mean, it's only alright. I like the colour scheme. It's alright, but I'm not a huge fan. What about the away one? That's why it's alright. I mean, it's definitely worth more than 10,000 knob coins. I'm just wondering whether I should, like, make Jin waste his money or not. Jin, it's a tempting offer. But I'm not that impressed by the Moroccan kits. No, that's fair enough, Jin. That's fair enough. Will, it doesn't matter because I've rejected the offer anyway because I don't like the football shirt. Here, right. If it's a draw after 90 minutes, Mo gives me knob coins. If it's a Swiss win after 90 minutes, Mo gets to change my nickname and mine. Oh, stuff that. No, I'm not getting involved in this bet. No, that's a price I'm not willing to pay, DR, mate. I refuse to pay this price. Yeah, thank you for your offer, Jin, but the Morocco kit doesn't move me, home or away, so... Nah. No, my Discord name means more to me than that. My cheater. Here we go. Ziyech is played in. Oh, come on. Again, have a shot. Come on. Oh, that's a terrible shot. That was the chance. That was the chance of the game. Oh, my God. All you had to do was play it either side of the keeper. Oh, my God. And now here comes Pedri. And it's not good ball. And oh, dearie me. That should have been the winner, probably. It just hit it straight at Simon. Dearie me. He did so well. Look at that. Rodri was beaten. It just... Oh, God. Got to do better there. Got to do better with that shot. That should have probably sent them through. Was going to send in a Welsh shirt. Yeah, I'm not moved by the Welsh shirt, Jin. So, oh, gotta do better there, Sunshine. I don't know why. I have a feeling we'll lose if we go to penalties. Hey, Zach. Penalties is a lottery at the end of the day. Back yourself. He's from Morocco, Lucas. Zach is a noblet from Morocco. Our latest noblet, also. Are you our... Wait, are you our... Oh, I don't want to sound stupid here. Are you our first African noblet? I think you might be. If I can find that Pyramid FC Egyptian kit you want, you give me... Okay, DR. If you find that kit... If you find that kit, and it's a legitimate kit, then I will give you, yeah, 200,000 knob coins. If you can find it for me. And if it's not like £1 million, if it's like a reasonable price, I'll give you bare knob coins. I think you were, Jin. I think you were my first Welsh noblet. And therefore my only Welsh noblet. Who's Jin? Jin is Supersonic Jin. Abdul. In case you're wondering where all these other chatters are from, they're on the Twitch. So Jin, who says, was I your first Welsh? I want the Pyramids FC kit. What's the... It's a home kit. It's the one with the old logo. Let me have a look, see. Oh, as Morocco have got to clear the danger here. Pyramids FC kits. Let's find the exact one. I can't find it anywhere. Genuinely, I wasted hours trying to find this online. I was, you know. Right. So I think it's from the 2018-2019 season. Does my button still work? Right. I think it's this one, is it? One sec. Pyramids FC kit 18-19. So I think the only way you're going to be able to find this kit is if you're in... That's why I asked... That's why I said... It's halftime, by the way. That's why I said to Mo... go find me one, you fraud, because it's Cairo. And Mo was like, I can't find it. And he said it like that as well. I was like, well, you are literally a letdown. All you do is give me disappointment. Yeah, it's the one with blue and white stripes. It is. It's definitely 18-19. Mo even wrote me a letter, well, sorry, like a request in Arabic, and I hit up Pyramids FC on Twitter and Instagram. I got aired. Right, yeah, here we go. Right, let's see if I can click this button and make it work. This might not work. Okay, yeah, that's a shame it doesn't work anymore. Okay, I'm going to bring it up on stream. Here we go. This is the kit I want, guys. Pyramids FC 18-19. Can you make my dream a reality? This is the kit. This is the kit. Blue and white, Kappa. It's got the old Pyramids FC logo. As I say, it's the home kit from the 18-19 season, 2018-2019 season. And there we go. That's the one. That's your task, DR. And Zach, if you want to get involved in the task. Right. Fun fact, I threw up during the Europa League final between United and Villarreal. You threw up when Fred was taking it. I was so sure he'd miss, but he scored it. Is that just because you were so nervous, Lucas? I've not got it yet, Lucas, no. I will do at some point, though. It's Pyramids FC. Love Abdul, mate. Love that from you. You don't have to come to the Twitch. You can stay on your YouTube if you want, but I think most chatters are probably in the Twitch. But yeah, Abdul. It means you can earn knob coins as well, Abdul, mate. Make my dream... Real Sociedad, no. Athletic Bilbao. They're my Spanish team. The Community L platform, Dixie. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, a Spain in behind. Oh, again, it's really good. Almost last-ditch defending by Morocco yet again. Here we go. Amrabat's lost it for once. And Fatih cannot control it. And it's a goal kick. Disappointing by him. There we go. Imagine not being a Pyramids FC fan. Could never be me. In that first half of extra time, Spain have been the one pushing for the goal, obviously. But actually, I think Morocco have had the best chance. In fact, what was the XG on that chance by Morocco? What was it? Only 0.14. I'm not having that. It must have been higher than that. Did Morocco want pens from the start? If I was Moroccan, I probably would have taken pens, yeah. I mean, Zach, let me know what you think. But over the course of a game, it's unlikely you're going to be able to beat Spain. Unlikely. So penalties is probably increasing your chances. Jesus has had knee surgery. Hopefully he's okay. But it's going to be an issue for Arsenal. So Amazon, whoever manages Twitch, clearly are a bit delusional. Probably Digster. Sounds about right, yeah. It does sound about right. Less than 15 minutes in this game. Speed's gone to the game, says KX. Well, no Ronaldo then. Is it confirmed Ronaldo's not starting? Is that actually confirmed, KX? That'd be so funny if it is. Team isn't even out yet. Says Kicks. It may have been leaked? Question mark. Question mark. DR, do we have a deal on the Pyramids FC kit? Yes, I was nervous. It's Fred, but since then I definitely trust him for 12 yards. There you go. Some Don on Twitter said it. Right, it must be true then. Some Donny said it. I had to shave. Dear me, it's getting to that itchy stage now. I hate facial hair. It's Ronaldo starting. You just texted him. Lovely. I'll just hit up CR7 in the DMs. Oh, Kicks in. Hold on. Alice Pierce Morgan, get in. Felix Zhao, Bruno in a diamond, says Will. Well, good. We don't want to see it then, Lucas, do we? At all. That's why Twitch and YouTube are clear of TikTok. Yeah, I like the idea of Liao starting. I don't really know why that's not been the case. He's looked good every time he's come on. He's got a very interesting physique as well, Liao. Jin. What a dub. Tayab. Hello. Hello, Tayab. How are you? And Lucas is one of my noblets of fire. Look at his little diamond. That's why he's a VIP. A VIP. The closer we get to pens, the more stress starts to build on me, says Zach. Yeah, Zach, don't worry about this game. Just go get me a Pyramids FC kit, yeah? Oh, go source me one. He looks unstoppable on the ball. Very scary player to play against. Yeah, he does. He just seems to glide across the pitch very quickly. Oh, hello, Kat. I was just about to ask, Kante, when do you want to play Warzone 2 with Lucas and I? It seems I did something controversial yesterday. I don't think so. Your barber gave me Blackburn #1's keeping gloves. Wait, does your barber know him, Kante? Otherwise, it seems a very interesting gift. A very odd, interesting gift. Imagine if Nico Williams scores the winner. The whole Basque region will be popping off. And pure filth at COD, says Jin. I'm not very good at COD. But I tell you what, I've significantly improved at Wars, like when it was peak lockdown, and we played Warzone all the time with my boys. That's what we're going to play with the Noblets of Fire, by the way, next Warzone 2. I was really bad at it, just really bad. But I was a team player. I at least tried. But I must say, when I moved from Xbox console to PC, mouse and keyboard, wow. I actually became sort of good. Mouse and keyboard is so much easier to play. Like, it's a bit stupid how much of an advantage mouse and keyboard is and how much easier it is to play Call of Duty. Lucas just wants a shootout. At this point, yeah. Oh, I think he's pulled his hamstring in that clearance. What is this? Hidetoshi Nakata. Oh my god, what the heck? What is this? You won't be able to find it online, DR. I think this is a what's it? That's all right. Yeah, well, I've already got a Japanese team though. I think they're called Osaka. I don't know what the full team is. Gamba Osaka 1994 home kit. That's my Japanese kit to get. But I'm gonna get the fake retro version rather than a repro rather than an actual one. You're part about 7 people play COD on keyboards. I thought like the quote professionals, or certainly like the biggest streamers played on mouse and keyboard. In fact, it was like Nick Merckx, isn't he like one of the only ones that doesn't play on mouse and keyboard? I thought that most people did. It's so much easier to play on mouse and keyboard, definitely. You can just aim a lot easier. And you can move around much quick. You can move around far quicker, I find. She cheats, brilliant. Oh, Williams is a good ball in, but again, Morocco clear it. I don't even know who Nadia is, but... Yeah, it might have to be late this evening, because I have not eaten any... Because this game's... I was going to say, shall we do it after... Well, I could do it straight after this game, or I could do it late evening. I'm freezing for some reason. I don't know. Well, I don't watch Twitch, Dixter, to be fair. I don't take part in the Call of Duty community. I only watched, like, Nick Merckx when I was in, like, peak Warzone. We're going to have to sub off both of our 2 centre-halves. Right, Lucas wants to do a guess the player. Okay, I'll think of one. I'll think of a version of the player as well. I'm trying to think. Right. I'm thinking of a very specific form of a player. Hello, unknown gamer. How you doing? I'm thinking of a very specific form of a player. Who am I thinking of? 7 minutes in this game, by the way. Probably going to go to extra time. It's not DR, Tiab. No. Bad guess. I don't care if you send me one, Lucas. I want to do mine. Is he British? No. Is he currently playing? Oh, in fact, let me get my the Wikipedia out. Just to double check all the facts. Oh god, here come Morocco. Can Laporte and Rodri stop this? And they actually do. That's really good defending by them. They've been solid at the back today, man. Right, so he's not currently playing. Hey, Abdul, lovely to have you on the Twitch, mate. It's not Trent 1819. Yeah, so they aren't currently playing. It's not De Gea. Do I like him? No. Is he European? Yes. Good evening, Jimmy. Is it Danny Aarons? No, it's not whatever that is. No. Gavi committed 5,040 minutes. What a guy. Is it Morata? No. Is it Prime Magic? No. It's not Bernardo cuddling Mendy. It's not... And here's a hint. It's not Kim either. Disney. I also want to see some penalties. It's not Ben Arthur. It's not a Man United legend. Do you hate him? I don't know. Maybe you do. You maybe hate him. You might hate him. It's not Tarat. It's not Tarat, no. Look, and Abdul, do make sure to follow the stream on Twitch just so you all stay updated. Come on, Morocco, says Abdul. Yeah, at this rate, I want Morocco to win just for vibes. It would be extreme heartbreak if Morocco lose on pens. I'll be good as well, to be honest. It's not Ziyech, no. Is he racist? I don't think so. It's not Greenwood. No, he's not English. An ex-United player, no. Known for the Premier League, yes. That's... That's debatable, but basically everyone here would know them for the Premier League. Evening Gasky. Yes, he's played in the Premier League. Is he dreamy? He's incredibly dreamy. It's not Colaccini. It's not Pasky. He's played for Liverpool. It's not Diego Costa. It's not Rasky. He's played for a Big Six club, yes. He has played for Liverpool. It's not Basky either. It's not Dalglish. It's not Giroud. It's not Dirk Kuyt. Dirk Kuyt. How do you pronounce it? It's not Suarez. And here comes Spain again. I don't know why Morocco are coming forwards. Okay, it is Fernando Torres, yes. But now we need the specific version. Morata's coming forwards, and it's a poor ball into Nico Williams. So it is Fernando Torres. Now I need the exact version of him. It's a very specific version. Okay, yes. It is Torres at Chelsea. But again, it's a very specific version. It's missing Sitters Torres. But again, it's a very specific version of Chelsea missing Sitters Torres. A very specific one. Torres when Vizic is playing, no, Gasky. Torres in the Camp Nou, no. So you need to put the pieces together now. Open goal, Torres. Yes, I think it was out. I don't know if it was at Old Trafford or Stamford Bridge, but indeed it was. Yes, that if it was at Old Trafford, then Tab got it half right, but looks like KX has done it fully. Torres missing open nets at Old Trafford. Torres, that's the one. Oh gosh, Spain again, nearly scoring. Gosh, what's happening in these last minutes, guys? We want penalties at this point. But yeah, well done, KX. You got you needed the specific nature of it, and indeed it's Torres missing the open net at Old Trafford. Well done. I don't like to do suggestions because it means that person can't get involved. I'll do one more, shall I? I don't want to do suggestions because then you guys can't get. I like to do ones I've thought of so everyone can do it. Oh, by the way, Gasky, this is what we need to do for the podcast. We need to do specific versions of players. Right, I'm going to think of a player. Who am I thinking of? I don't know yet because I have not thought of them yet. Right. Okay. This is. I'm just gonna fact check this. One sec. Right, one sec. One sec. I need to make sure this is a correct point. Right, okay. I'm thinking of a footballer. A specific version of a footballer. Who am I thinking of, guys? Who am I thinking of? Let me know. This is definitely going to be penalties, by the way. Is he dead? Wow, straight away with the is he dead one. Yes, he is. He's dead. It's not Tony Hawk. He is dead. It's not Maradona. It's not Sean Pitchgary Lineker. We had that the other day. Spain have a corner here in the last moments. Spain with the corner. It'll be heartbreaking if they concede here. 10 seconds left, and then we'll have some injury time, probably. Don't know how it's 0-0. It's not Pele. He's not dead yet. It's not St. Maximum. Are they from the UK? No. It's not Pele. It's not Maradona. It's not Maradona. Is he South American? Sort of. He's sort of South American, yeah. It's not Yashim. You know. He's sort of European. This Arabat performance the whole time. Yeah, it's actually outrageous, Mo. It's not Socrates. It's not Grincha. No, he's not French. Can Spain get a goal? It's Busquets. Oh, he took the shot on Morocco. Can now clear. There's 3 minutes of our time, you know. He's not Turkish. Your match stream's behind you. Don't mind my late reactions. No worries at all, Abdul, mate. Don't you worry about it. It's not Diego Costa. It's not Sahin. He's not Turkish. It's not Sepp Blatter. Hello, NJ. I can see you've come over from the TikTok. Thank you so much for doing that, mate. Feel free to follow the stream. It's not Eusebio. It's not Messi. Remember, guys, he's dead. Thoughts on pissing? Look, if you got to go, you got to go. I say sniper. Make sure to follow the stream so you're also updated. Will, mate, you'll find out. Oh, I thought that was going to be an own goal for Morocco. Oh, my God. Deary me. I thought that was in. By any of the Messi performances, this has been the performance of the tournament. It will make sense. There we go. It's Di Stefano. It is Di Stefano. That is the player. The reason why I say sort of is because he was born in Argentina, but he played for Spain. Well, he also played for Argentina as well, but he was naturalized to become Spanish. So it is Di Stefano. What is the specific version of Di Stefano? What is the specific version? Come on. Will, you never heard of Di Stefano? Fuck off. Are you actually joking? I can't tell if you're joking or not. Come on, man. Real Madrid, I'm not saying you have to watch him, but you've got to have heard of him. Oh, Spain nearly scored. Argentinian Di Stefano, no, it's more specific. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. They did. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. I don't know. I don't know what the current situation is, but I think he held the record for most goals in the European Cup. Yeah, you know his name. Well, that's all you need, Will, mate. Spain almost back. They did snipe, and thanks so much for following the channel, by the way. Yeah, but again, Will, I know that the Second World War happened. I didn't need to be around to know it. Like Di Stefano, I feel like you should know who that is. And that's full time. Spain nearly won it to the end. We are going to penalties. But you guys still have not guessed the specific version of him. It's not Real Madrid Di Stefano. And there we go. It is penalties. Where do you watch this on ITV? Egypt beat this Morocco super team, by the way. Zach, it's a raffle now. It's a lottery. It's a lottery and anything can happen. Second World War is a conspiracy, says Jin. Amazing. You did, Tayab. You can go one step further if you want to guess the version of him. No one's guessed the exact version of him yet. I'm nervous, says Mo. Give a clue. Okay, it's not a footballing version of Di Stefano. It was a huge personal incident. Will die. He's not. He's Egyptian. That's still abroad. It's probably the biggest personal thing that happened in Di Stefano's life. Probably. It was a huge event. It was a bit mad to happen. The jail version of him, no, but I tell you what, crime plays a part. Crime plays a part. Shut up, Jack. Money laundering Di Stefano, no. Mafia Di Stefano, no. Louis, you're absolutely right, mate. You're absolutely right. We're losing these pens now. I can feel it. Fraud activity, Di Stefano. Human trafficking, Di Stefano, no. Who did Zizou headbutt? It was a Materazzi? Is that how you pronounce his name? Right. Okay, here's another clue. Think of the crime happening. Think of the crime happening against Di Stefano rather than him doing a thing. Hit and run Di Stefano, no. Threesome Di Stefano, no. A wrongdoing famously happened to Di Stefano. What was it? No. House being robbed? That's very close. That's very close, Mo. That's very good. The version stuff makes it more fun, I think. His house being robbed is very close. Catfish Di Stefano, no. Again, we're getting closer here. House blown up? No. No. Maybe this instance isn't as well known as I thought it was. This game is going to penalties. FYI. Di Stefano being stolen by... Huh? Bark. His children want custody of him. What? What DR? I don't know what DR's full sentence is there, but that is very... What DR said there is very close. Rather than being benched is Tender Hair's fault. Di Stefano robbed by the government. Expand on that, DR. Di Stefano being mugged. Oh, we're getting closer. There's a crime that hasn't yet been mentioned yet. Kidnapped Di Stefano. Well done, Jack. Well done. Alfredo Di Stefano was infamously kidnapped on the eve of a huge game, I think, and then returned without any harm done to him. Really weird. He was still, like, playing as well. Yeah, he got kidnapped. And then he got returned by his kidnappers like 3 days later. Yeah, I don't know the full ins and outs of it. But well done, Jack. Wikipedia has definitely been used, I feel like. All right, anyway, guys, yes, the stress. It's penalties time. It is penalties time. It's 0-0 after 90 minutes. What an upset this will be, says Abdul. Absolutely. Spain have already lost against Germany. Can another lesser team knock them out? No, Louis, no. If you want to get updated, guys, literally, I mean, the score is on the Twitch and YouTube right now. You can react to people in real time. And Zach says, and remember, guys, Zach is Moroccan. He's obviously supporting Morocco. He's saying a match today would go to pens. There you go. Simon's having a chinwag with his Moroccan counterpart. Again, another Bilbao legend, who I believe has a £500 million release clause or something, according to FM anyway. Here we go. Wow, don't be mean to Zach. Less of that. Who's, what am I looking for? I'm looking for someone. There we go. You think Morocco will win on penalties? In 2013, Di Stefano's children won custody of him, his assets, in order to prevent his planned wedding. That's really weird, Lou. I didn't know that. That's an interesting fact. Did Ziyech miss his penalty? I don't know, but that's not Ziyech on the pitch right now. Sabiri with the first penalty, chaps. He steps up for Morocco. Simon being a knobhead, doing the classic goalkeeper thing, making him wait, making him sweat. Well, it's got to be a hard player, but again, you should know who Di Stefano is. Can Simon save it from Sabiri? Come on, Morocco, says Sniper. As he sends the keeper the wrong way. It's an easy penalty in the end. Wasn't necessarily great in terms of placement or power, but it doesn't need to be. Keeper went the wrong way. That's a goal. 1-0, Morocco. How's Amrabat, Morocco's manager and midfielder? Hello, Nico. How you doing? Who says, let's go, Morocco. Show match illegal. Copyright. There's like over 600 of you on the TikTok. Come to where all the people are chatting. That would be on Twitch and YouTube. Link is in my bio. Or it's LNobbins Twitch, LNobbins FC here. Sarabia for Spain. Okay, I'll try to remember that, but your name's different, so it's a bit tricky for me. Pressure early on. I'm surprised he's taken the first one, to be honest. But here we go. Sarabia steps up. Sarabia, whatever. Oh, hits the post! The goalkeeper dived the right way as well, maybe forcing him to place it more into the corner than he wanted, and he's hit the post. Advantage, Morocco. Oh ho ho. Yeah, the keeper went the right way as well. That may have pressured him. I'm not sure. But he hits the post in the end. And there you go. Advantage, Morocco. Please, Lord, let this happen. Says that. I'll be so happy for Zach if it happens. And here steps up Ziyech, one of the stars. That's twice for Sarabia, apparently. Star boy, it's Ziyech. He's got to capitalize on this miss. Put the pressure on Spain. Ziyech splashes it down the middle. Simon dived. Calm, accomplished penalty. There we go. 2-0 to Morocco. Down the middle. It's always risky going down the middle. But Ziyech held his nerve. 2-0 Morocco. That is huge. Copy right, guys. Copy right. If I was in Morocco, I'd smash everyone down the middle. Can you imagine? Yeah. Spain have now got to score this penalty. Soler. Carlos loser, says Tayab. Act out the penalties you can't watch, says Jade. Here's Soler or Solar or Soler. Soler it is. And it's saved! It's a terrible penalty. A terrible penalty. And surely from this stage forwards, Morocco cannot bottle it. Soler has absolutely made a mess of that. Keeper does well to dive the right way, but it is a terrible penalty. There's no conviction there. No conviction. No. Again, copyright, guys. If you want a better experience, come over to the Twitch or YouTube. I think in shootout, going down the middle is smarter. Always used to do that and never missed. Who's winning? Well, Morocco are 2-0 up right now. They've got the chance to make it 3-0. Cancel's on the bench of Portugal. What is happening? Vanoon, what a great name. Vanoon, sorry, not Vanoon. He steps up. Simon must save it, and he does. Okay, it's still advantage Morocco, though. It's still advantage to Morocco. But again, another terrible penalty. That could have been a chance to basically kill the game. And that gives Spain a lifeline. Spain, the egomaniacs getting owned, says Abdul. Well, upsets Busquets, a very experienced player. Spain have yet to score a penalty. This is the third penalty for Spain, the 6th overall. Once again, he must score. He must. Again, guys, copyright. I can't show you the games. I'm not ITV. How do people not understand copyright law? There's no way people can be this stupid. Anyway, Busquets. Surely a man of his experience won't bottle this. Can he score Spain's first penalty? He can't! Oh my god! What is happening? Why are all these penalties terrible, man? They're all awful. None of them have been in the top corner. There's not been any conviction. Terrible. It's on ITV1, guys. The people asking me to show it, can you please just educate yourself and understand what copyright law is? I don't understand how stupid these people can be. Dear me, I think if Morocco score this, they will win. I think you're right. Spain has not scored a goal. Oh, and Enrique's in tears. His eyes are watering. And it all falls on Hakimi's shoulders. The weight of Africa are on this young man's sleek shoulders. The burden of a nation. That's what I'm trying to say. Can Hakimi send Morocco through to the quarterfinals? And he can! He does a little chip down the middle. He does a really dead celebration. Bit of a shame on that. Would have preferred a better celebration, but it doesn't matter. And Morocco have done it. They have got through to the quarters and Spain are out. Embarrassing. No, I just understand copyright law and I have no idea what that even means. There we go. Morocco have knocked out a huge footballing power. Footballing superpower. At least Rodri and Laporte come back early. And also, true assistant, Rodri and Laporte did play well in that game. So, you know. And also, Rodri and Laporte didn't miss a penalty. I know who's clear. I know who's clear. There we go. Spain is so good. Nerd emoji says Tayab. And there we have it. Africa roars on. We have some more representation in the quarterfinals. And Spain are going home. 3 out of 7 pens scored again. Shit shootout. Yeah, it was a very poor quality. Particularly from Spain, who failed to score a pen. Why didn't Morata step up? Who's a striker? Like, he wasn't substituted, was he? He was substituted on. Like, why didn't Morata take one? I was gonna say for why Ferran Torres, but he was taken off. I thought Pedri may have taken one. Laporte, in fairness, I don't think he's ever taken one for City. Rodri's not good. But yeah, that was very odd. Why didn't Rodri take one? He took the best pen of all time against Spurs. No, yeah. And their football heritage right here, says Zach. Wonderful scenes. Yeah, Spain weren't not able to score a single pen. They were all... And the Busquets one's the one that's probably annoys me the most, because you've got to score it. 100% you must score this. And he does a shitty little odd run-up. Oh, Laporte's crying. Oh. Oh, I love Laporte. I love Rodri. At least they can hold their heads high. They played well. Laporte, Rodri, the two City lads played well, so I am happy with that. This one golden generation that actually lived up to its potential, says Zach. And they will face one of Switzerland or Portugal. You hear me, Belgium. They'll play one of Portugal or Switzerland in the next round. Tayab, don't be mean. Yeah, Cancelo bench. I don't really get that one. At least from a City perspective, it means that we get Rodri and Laporte back. And also from... Yeah, I thought Rodri and Laporte were really good in the game. They were defensively solid. So from an England perspective, obviously we've got to get past France. But if we do, that's a big boy out. That's huge. Go the Swiss, says Disney. I beg, give me Portugal. I want to knock that 5-year-old free agent spoiled brat out of his last ever World Cup. And has Ronaldo actually been benched? That's a legend. Let's go to the probable lineup, according to FootMob. And yeah, they do not have Cancelo or Cristiano Ronaldo starting. Wow. My Sampdoria legend Ramos is starting, though. Love that. Right, I'm going to end the TikTok stream here. If you want a better experience, etc., etc., where most of the chatters are, come to the Twitch or the YouTube, or don't come to either. But if you want to continue the conversation, then you're more than welcome to. Links in my bio on TikTok. Goodbye to the TikTok. Sampdoria legend Sabiri in the World Cup quarters. Get in. Finally, the Portugal man shows some backbone. But I agree. I agree. Wonderful. I liked the Hakimi penalty. I just didn't like the dead celebration after it, where he did like a little that thing. Exactly, true citizen. Arab representation in the quarters, says Mo. Morocco goalkeeper's good. Yeah, he saved 2 of them, didn't he? And buzzing, says Zach. I'm ecstatic for you, Zach. I'm not going to stream the Portugal game. I think I am probably happy that Spain got knocked out from an England perspective. From a City perspective, happy that Rodri and Laporte get to come home early. And yeah, there we go. We did have, I think I said in my predictions, if there is going to be a, what's the word? An upset, it's going to be either this one or the next one. And it has definitely been this one. Wonderful stuff. Now, I'm not streaming this game. I promised Mrs. Nobbins that we'd have an evening together and that we'd eat food and watch the MasterChef together. Hello, HDB. There we go. What a game. And as I say, it does mean we get a bit more variety as well. It means it's not just European and South American teams right now. There are other nations at play. If you're new to the Twitch, by the way, make sure to follow the Twitch. If you're new on the YouTube, follow the YouTube. I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And also, I'm going to continue chatting in the Discord server. If you aren't in the server, feel free to join it. Because I'll be chatting in there later. Oh, I don't like it when fans cry. It makes me very upset. Oh, that Spanish interview looked very lovely. If you want to go the extra mile, and you can do, as Zach has done recently, please feel free to support the Patreon, which does allow me to continue doing these streams for you guys. Next stream will be no, actually, I don't know when the next stream is. When's the next what's it? Because it's round 16's last day today. No, I'll still watch the game, don't worry, but I don't want to spend time with her. So the next game is going to be on Friday. So we've got a few days off from football. So what is that? So it's Tuesday. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday off. So we do have 2 days off. But I will be back on Friday for the Netherlands versus Argentina. I'll be going to my nana's house to see Croatia versus Brazil. Need to talk into this, Jack. Okay. Yeah. Next stream will be Netherlands versus Argentina, so make sure to stay tuned for that. That will be on Friday at 6:45 p.m. British time. Until then, thank you for joining me for a great watch along. Lovely to chat to you all about French toast, eggy bread. Zach's loving it. We love to see happy noblets. Amrabat, I told you, says Faraz. Yeah, absolutely. Had a brilliant game. Spain terrible on penalties. Morocco held in. They held it. They stuck in there. And Abdul, I'll see you on Friday. I'll see everyone on Friday for Netherlands Argentina. Could be a huge game. No Portugal watch along. No, as I say, I need to go eat some food and hang out with my girlfriend. Hakimi, says Ashraf. But if you want to keep chatting to me about the Portugal match, head over to the Discord server. See you guys on Friday. Netherlands Argentina. Bye bye.